game begin.
The finals have started, the crowd's on their feet. Dreams in September are never complete. The first to go sailing, the Warriors bowed, then the Roosters fell silent. No more from Joey or their crowd. Eliminated! The sirens calling out. Who's still standing? Who's in doubt? Bulldogs and Raiders fighting for the flame. Only the strong survive this game.
Legends, welcome back to another episode of the Ruck Infringement Podcast, episode 126, Eliminated. Joining me today, Harry and the Dongle are back. We'll start off with you, international cricket sensation. How you been, mate?
Absolutely fantastic, mate. Fuck the Roosters. Good luck in your final series. You know, as much as I hate to say it, well done to the Sharks for finally making it out of week one of finals.
2 years in a row.
It's been a long
2 years in a row.
It's been a very, very long time. But yeah, always great to be here. How are you, Joe, after your game?
Man, I am fantastic. I just wanted to say you didn't actually win week one last year. You just got a second chance.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Because you're in the top four.
We didn't get knocked out the first week, did we?
No, the second
That's
week.
what everyone was saying.
Of course, the Dongle is back, mate. We missed you last week. How you been?
Hey, yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all. Yeah, Sharky's winning. You all laughed at me. No one would think we'd be here. Look at us go.
I know.
Aren't we good?
Can't wait to see you
Toby
lose to the
Rudolph
Raiders.
for PM.
There was parts of you that probably didn't think that you would be there, though.
No, I did not. I wasn't confident. I don't know if you saw the preview that I put up on Saturday that we had to re-edit because someone edited my voice out. It was just music. I'm like, oh, this bloke's having a laugh. Why would you get me to send something in?
Yeah, that was my bad.
He's a professional.
You know
now.
me in technology.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I'm
You're lucky
oh.
there's a video this
Yeah.
week.
I'm thinking, oh, far out, man, he's really got it in for me. I'm like, no, I'm going to call this out.
I'm glad we're actually
honest
recording
mistake.
this one, too.
Well, it's great to have you back. And of course,
dude.
joining us all the way from the corner post, the one and only Ben Shelley. Ben, how you been, buddy?
I'm really great now that the Roosters are out.
Whoa.
I've had a brilliant week.
Come
sitting
to
back
my
and
sacred
watching that.
place and shit.
Hard to go home, you know what they say.
Yeah, true. Very true.
It's prison rules, mate. You find the biggest, baddest guy in there and you take him out.
You are right. That's
So then
definitely
why
me.
are you talking about Joey for?
Definitely me. Definitely me.
Well, Luke's not here, so we can't give him shit.
Yes.
Well, I can.
Well, I mean, shout out to, of course, the stats man who did the relay for life on the weekend, shaved his hair, and now looks like a thumb. So, yeah, good on him. But
Good on
for a
him,
great
though,
cause.
Yeah,
For a
100%,
fantastic
man. I can't
cause.
believe he actually did shave his hair.
Raised
I thought he
over
was
a
talking
grand,
shit.
I
Yeah.
heard.
So,
Do you know how much?
Luke, I believe, raised nearly $1,900.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was 1,300 on Saturday
Applause.
when I donated. He already had 1,300.
Oh,
in
you
there.
donated?
Yeah, of course I did, man. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
that's
good
so
cause,
nice.
Yeah, fucking oath.
What about you, Harry?
Yeah, I donated.
Yeah.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. We all donated.
I'm going to go through this
What about
list
you,
now.
Ben?
Yes, I did.
See, I'm glad
course.
everyone's showing support.
Of course, we
Absolutely.
support our
Oh,
good
yeah,
mate
Lukey,
Luke, and
that's
of
awesome,
course, for a great cause, of course, his fiance, his sister-in-law is a cancer survivor. So, did he do 90 laps this year?
As a team, there was 16 to their team this year, and he told me that they walked, I think it was 433 Ks,
Together?
like all 16 of them,
Oh, wow.
like combined.
Wow.
How many did Luke do?
I think he said he walked about 26 Ks. So
Not a bad
you
effort.
want to work that
Bad
out in
effort for a
laps.
Tigers fan.
Mathematicians out there, work that out in laps. But yeah, it was a fuckload.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
bad
no.
if someone just smashes beers all fucking Monday
Yeah,
night. eh?
yeah. What are you
Pretty
talking
much.
about?
What a legend.
No, so shout out to the stats man, of course, not with us tonight, but yeah, absolutely fantastic. All right, boys, let's crack in. Usually I'd hand it over to Luke for the stat deck, but this week I'm going to take us through it. We're going to do the stat deck.
Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now, wanna have a good time. Just give me a call, I want to go home.
Stays in. I beg this stays in.
All right, right, we're going to do a quick fire review this week over the 4 games that were. Look, I'm not great at telling stats, so we're just going to talk about the games, give some pointers, what we thought, what we didn't like, things like that. So let's start off with the Friday night game. Of course, we had the Doggies playing the Melbourne Storm. Good game, this one. I expected more of Melbourne. Especially when the Doggies lost Stephen Crichton and Viliami Kikau, I believe, HIA as well, and then Sexy later in the piece, but he did come back on. Harry, mate, your thoughts on this game?
I was actually more disappointed in the Dogs than anything. They just had, they got flogged by the Sharks the week leading into this game, as much as it pains me to say that. And then you'd think they'd want to go out and put on a good performance against realistically a struggling Melbourne because they haven't been themselves in the last 3-4 weeks. But then, it's just they couldn't string a pass together without fucking up. Especially towards the end where Kickout threw that intercept. As soon as he threw that, I was just like, yep, see you later, game over. And good luck next week against the Panthers because you're going to get flogged.
Warbrick, when he caught that, he was absolutely blowing, wasn't he? I mean, he got there, but, man... He was blowing the cobwebs out with that run.
He had a shitty go too. He had 3 or 4 drop balls. And I think you'll put it in the chat. He was pretty average.
I also
too.
wouldn't give him too much shit for being exhausted. He had nearly 300 run meters in that game.
He did. Yeah, very true.
There's our first stat of the stat deck.
Do you see that? Do you see that? You see that, Luke? Ben just gave us a stat mid-game. Fantastic.
He didn't even write it down.
Luke might have lost his job here.
It's all in this big, beautiful head of mine.
Love it.
While I'm on the mic,
Beautiful
by the
it
way,
is.
way to feel the guest welcome. Where's the fucking Eels jersey up there, mate?
Oh, mate, it was 3 finals teams. I have to take one down now, but
Didn't you see I had to park up the road there and lug up my own shit? And
Why don't you tell us which one you got to take down?
the one in the middle. Anyway, Dongle, Melbourne Storm, mate. How were you? How'd you feel about their performance in this game?
Yeah, like Harry, I thought they'd be a little better than they were. Harry Grant back was massive for him. I do think he was a difference, though. You could tell the Doggies came out in the first few sets with a bit of intent. I thought Kickout, when he ran out, he had that shit in his eyes, and you're like, he might be on here for a big game. And he started brilliantly the first 2 sets, and then obviously went off, and he did come back on, to his credit. Yeah, what was it, a facial fracture, I think they said, or something like that in the end? Or
eye
his
socket.
eye? Yeah,
eye socket.
he came back on and kept playing. There's no bloody way I'd be doing that, but good on
Like a
him.
prize fighter this morning.
Yeah, he looks like shit today, but yeah. Even then, he still played pretty well, I think. Losing Crichton was massive though. Once he went down, I think it was all pretty much over. But they were still kind of in it. The Storm didn't really do much to sort of say, okay, well they're the team this year to beat. I still think I'm undecided on who that team is still. But still a good game though to watch. Yeah, it still
absolutely.
lived up to the hype. I think Pappenhausen back will be huge. Credit to Nick Meaney, but Paps is obviously the star of the show there, isn't he? Yeah.
A couple of players in this I want to talk about. You Tuika Manu. I thought he was really, really good in this game. He is ever
Former
since,
Eel.
Sorry.
Former Eel.
Former, yes, very true. Former
That's where he
Tiger
got
as
it.
well.
That's where he got it.
Yeah. It was after he got the wooden spoon. They said, now you go to Melbourne.
You know what you should do? Here's a reward.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I thought he's been actually really good since Origin.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't play that well in the Origin game, but since then you can tell that he's really adapted into that Melbourne system. I thought he was really good. Ben, thoughts on this game, mate? How do you think either side went?
I think that was just Melbourne taking care of business. I expected probably a little bit more from the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I think just the injuries took them out of that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Both teams are pretty beat up coming into that match, so it was probably a pretty critical game for both sides for them to win it, knowing that they do, get that next chance. The Storm now probably get a week to rest, and Bulldogs have got to go face a tough opponent.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know. I think it's the old, to quote the great TV show Shoresy, it's that go to you can't go no more mentality now.
Look at this
for
guy.
Bulldogs.
Hey?
Oh, I love that
What a
show.
show.
What a
What a
show.
show. What a call. What a call.
The fucking tone, boys.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Set the fucking tone.
Love it. Boys, let's jump into the first Saturday game. Now, it was, of course, Harry's Panthers took on Harry's Wars. This was the Harry Smith Cup. Of course, he loves both these teams. Obviously, he's a mad Penrith fan, so Penrith more.
The duality of Harry.
Yeah. Look, the big thing for me in this was the time difference, boys. So obviously New Zealand 3 hours ahead. So even though it was an afternoon game here, it was a night game in New Zealand. Dongle, we'll start off with you, mate. Thoughts on this game?
Look, close to the end. I don't know. Did they say why? Like, I tuned in pretty late. Like, did they say why they swapped Lecker to the centres and put Capewell in second row? Like, did they go over why they done that by any chance?
I'm not
And
sure.
didn't run him
I
off the
didn't even
bench or
know-
didn't
I
run him
didn't
in the
even know
forwards?
Lecker moved to
I
centre.
saw the team list before they ran on and they had Lecker playing in the centres. And I'm like, well, that's
Right.
bizarre. But they moved Capewell to second row and I thought,
He was definitely playing centres
Yeah.
at some point in that game because the intercept that he gave up late was
him,
from
yeah.
centre.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, he's been like we were talking about him being Rook of the Year and like one of the most damaging players they have at the moment, like with a few injuries. But I don't understand putting him in the centre. Like, he needs to be in the middle. Yeah, like his presence in the middle is massive. So I didn't
He
understand
scored a good
that.
try, though.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I don't understand like putting him there in
I
the
think
middle of what that
unfortunately
proved.
putting
yeah.
him there, that was probably the worst game he's had this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, who's better, him or Capewell at centre? I mean, they're both not centres.
both not
So
centres, yeah.
It's probably a finals game though, so you probably take the experienced guy.
you
I would,
do,
yeah.
but I think maybe they went for Halasima as a bit more speed in the centre as well. He's probably got a bit more toe than Capewell does at his age.
Yeah, I guess so. Capewell's sort of sturdy and proven too. Like, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
know, I don't know. I just found it a bit bizarre.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he was named during the week. Capewell was named in the centres, and then it was only before the game. Like, they had the jersey, like 12 and
Yeah, I
4
didn't
and
know
swapped.
that.
Yeah, like, you
Did
know,
they
it
not
was-
have a third
yeah.
option?
I don't know, yeah. I couldn't even tell you. Like, to be honest.
Well,
Yeah, who else
what
is
I'm
left? Yeah.
surprised about, I thought they were going to name either Chance or Roger in the centres and bring Tuapiki into the fullback spot.
That's a good
So I'm
idea, actually.
surprised
Yeah, I
that
didn't
they
think of that.
didn't.
Yeah, Tuapiki would have been a good
He's
pick
not
to
he's not
be-
injured or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised that they went with like the experience over Tuapiki because he's a really, really good young player too.
He would have done well at the back, you know, with RTS, like working
Yeah.
alongside him there. It could have worked out, but I don't know, man. Like, once Panthers sort of got away with the end of it, like, it was late, they sort of ran away with it, but, you know, I'm sure Harry will feel some of the rest here, but
They did also flirt with bringing Jet Cleary in too. I don't know how much
Yeah.
of a reshuffle that could cause.
Yeah.
But there was
It would
definitely
have
that
been good.
idea.
Cleary v
yeah, I
Cleary,
was going to
coached by
say that'd be
Cleary.
the thing, wouldn't it? Yeah, Cleary versus Cleary. Yeah.
Would have been good. Ben, this game, mate, was all the talk, obviously, about Fisher Harris against his old mate, Moses Leota. Mate, I thought the Warriors actually defended really well in that first half.
I had the Warriors for a surprise upset. I
Oh.
did not have them winning the game, but I
Yeah.
did say they would go a lot closer than some people thought.
Yep.
I actually thought they were ripped off, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
I think the McLean, I think it was the second McLean try. I think that was definitely a forward pass, and that that's probably definitely
Yeah.
changed the momentum of the match as well. And then I think, unfortunately, Alasima's probably tried to overplay his hand, getting him back into the game.
Yeah.
He's probably just dug the
for
hole
sure.
deeper.
I think at that stage they were kind of getting desperate to do something or anything to get them back in the game because they were down by about 8 points by then. So
Yeah, I think at
Yeah.
that point you shouldn't be looking at your rookie to open the game up. You should
Nah,
be looking at
100%.
your experienced players like
Yeah.
Fisher Harris or
Yeah.
you know, someone along the lines of
Well, even
of
a
that.
Tanner Boyd, your
yeah.
halfback. Like,
Yeah,
you should be looking at
Roger.
your halves to get it done. Yeah, Roger as well. Harry, you're the Panther fan on our pod, of course, mate. Take us, obviously, through what you're impressed with and any of those points you want to counteract. Forward pass, McLean.
I'm man enough to admit that was a forward pass.
Oh, big call.
Like, as soon as he threw it, I was like, fuck, they're going to call this.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they played it on. I was like, wait.
the ref was right there too. Like, it's not like he
Yeah.
wasn't anywhere to be. Like,
check.
he's in the
It's
same
weird.
shot.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like everyone stopped waiting for the whistle too.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
the only person that didn't stop was
Oh,
Casey.
Refereeing wasn't great this week, but we'll
Wait,
talk
there
about that
wasn't?
in the
Yeah.
late game.
I was expecting that to be called a forward pass.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was easily like 2 meters forward. Like, he caught it, I think Garner threw it off, from the 40, and McLean caught it on, no, Toto caught it, was it?
I don't know.
it was McLean.
Penrith were playing, so I wasn't paying that much attention.
Fuck you. Whoever caught it like
He's
2
upset.
meters in front of
He's upset.
Garner.
He's not there anymore.
And it should have been called a forward pass. I'll admit it. But in the first half, though, fuck, the ref loved blowing penalties against us. Like, I think the first half ended up 5-1.
Probably deserved it.
Fuck off.
Should have played better. Rubs.
Yeah. What Penrith get? What Penrith want? Penrith get? Hey.
Oh yeah, because we wanted a 5-1 penalty count against us.
I'm joking, man. I know. I was watching it and going, man, the Wires are getting the rub of the green here.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the first half.
Well, I was
Deserved,
actually
though?
I don't think so. I don't think it should have been. I don't think you should ever really have a 5-1 penalty count. Like if if the game is played in a consistent fashion, penalties should be pretty even throughout most.
The game
games.
ended 8-5, like penalty
Yeah,
wise.
yeah. So there you go.
They usually do, don't they? They give
So-
a few like make-up lines and like, oh, like,
Yeah,
bit of
8 to
rub back.
5
yeah.
to was.
A few make-up forward
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, she.
Well, all right, it seems we're all going to take the piss out of the forward pass. I think it was a set before. The Wilds had the ball and their hooker, like literally threw it, probably about the same
Wayne
equivalent.
Egan.
Yeah, probably the same equivalent of meterage forward.
Problem we have
And
there-
the ref just goes, "No, play on."
He's also he's a former Penrith player. That's why Wade Egan.
The problem we have
there
there
it
is that it's not Penrith.
It's true. He makes a lot of sense, this guy.
He does. Yeah, I like him a lot. Yeah, it's
keep
great.
him.
No.
You're just saying this because you're an Eels fan. Man.
No, Harry, honestly though, like your honest opinion, Toto with that last try gets them the win. Were you a bit nervous before that? Because I wouldn't say it was one of Penrith's most dominant finals performances.
That first half, I was shitting bricks.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Wilds were going to get away with it.
Yeah.
And then the second half happened and we just turned into a second gear and just went for it. And
Edwards still
he's still,
struggling, isn't he?
I think he's just fucking tired.
Yeah.
He's not carrying injury or anything, is he? Like David said.
How did he make Origin over Teddy?
This year, well, because he's the incumbent, because he played last year, and I don't think they wanted to go back in Origin. I think Teddy will play for Australia at the end of the season.
Without playing Origin, that must be a close to a first or a
Chris
very rare
Chris
start.
Lawrence never played Origin, played for Australia. Yeah, there's a couple.
Rare start nonetheless.
Yeah, and Chris Lawrence never played Origin at all. At least Teddy's played Origin, but Chris Lawrence never played for Australia. And But yeah, I just think Edwards' form at the moment.
It's sloppy. It's
I
not.
don't know
It's
what's-
not what
Yeah,
the
it's not
Edwards
him,
that we're
yeah.
used to
He looks like the Dylan Edwards that
when he first
debuted.
started. Yeah,
When he couldn't, when
couldn't
you
catch a
bombed
ball
to him
to-
on purpose because you knew he couldn't.
he couldn't catch a ball to
cold.
save his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
And-
yeah,
I couldn't catch a cold.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking oath, yeah.
But I still think Edwards will get into the Aussie squad because he'll probably end up playing fucking centre the way that we're going. Like
Well,
we
Tommy
got
Turbo's ruled out now,
yeah,
so
so
they
we've got
need
hardly
two fullbacks.
yeah, so we've hardly got any centres. So
Yeah.
they'll probably chuck him in the centres.
Yeah,
he's a
I
fullback,
think
yeah.
I think they'll take two. I think they'll take Edwards and Teddy, possibly as two fullbacks in case, and just see who's performing better on the day.
Can Marky Mark not mix into the centres?
Marky Mark will be there, but he'll be on the wing.
But do you reckon if they need a centre,
Oh, for sure.
can
for
he
sure.
do the job there? Because
But
I think you could almost take an
I-
O'Car and Lomax as well.
Well, I think, I make a case for O'Car for sure.
Even Lomax at centre.
I think
I love how you
Latrell,
glanced over Lomax as well.
I think Latrell's going to put his hand up to play for centre as well.
Yeah.
Latrell's, I'm pretty sure I've seen he's ruled out too,
Oh, neck injury.
Yeah,
yes,
neck injury.
Yes, so
but he's still able to play fucking golf.
so are you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not injured.
Oh, how's golf going, by the way?
athlete.
What'd you get this week?
We've actually had a break for the last 2 weeks because
Oh.
we're winning too much. We're just waiting for
be
the other
tough.
teams to catch up to be able to find out if we're in finals or not.
Love it. Well, good stuff. Let's jump into the next game. Of course, it was the Dongle Profit Cup, the Sharks versus the Roosters. Dongle getting the win in this one. I'll start off in this game. Now, the Roosters were absolutely atrocious. Saved their worst game for the qualifying finals. And you know this is big for me, but I am not blaming anyone but the Chooks in this game because they made that many errors and just the brain fade from Billy Smith is what got me.
Yeah.
You know, the players held, you hear the ref call held, and then Billy strips the ball. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
understand.
blatantly
and he
too.
knew he had fucked up, but it
Yeah.
was like, why are you doing that play in general? It was fourth tackle. They were about to go on to fifth tackle, and that just opened it up for them. They kicked the two there, and then they scored a soft try through Rudolph, like the next set. But what I was so impressed with was the start of the second half. Roosters came out firing, score a try. It's 12-10. We had Sharks up on their line about 30 minutes. They couldn't get off their own 20.
Yeah,
And they
well, yeah.
looked absolutely cooked.
Yeah, it was like they made 10 meters, like 15, 20 meters, like every set, and they were just kicking from the 25-meter line.
But
and
we just couldn't execute, and that was
Soups
the
would get the
problem.
ball on the halfway line and
Yeah.
just straight on the attack again. I'm like, we need to fucking slaughtered here.
The
Like,
Roosters kept getting the ball, but then they just kept dropping it.
Yeah.
There was three moments for me that really summed this game up. And Savala, it was one where Savala got through the line, threw it back inside of Tedesco, and Teddy dropped it.
yeah,
And
he
no one
tried-
on him.
But he tried to catch it one-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no one on him. Like
Yeah.
he scores
He
for
would have
all
gone,
money.
yeah. But
And-
he tried to catch it with one hand. And,
and-
then even
and-
when he dropped it, he still like, was his arm fucked or something? Like
it was
put his arm
very
up.
untenny.
Yeah.
Like the second moment was Sam Walker not kicking to Marky Mark the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Scores the first try, then doesn't kick to him for the rest
And
of the
then
night.
blind, yeah. His
It
ball,
was
his
strange.
kick through to Crichton was good. Like that was
Fantastic,
perfect, but yeah.
All his kicks to Tupou
Yeah.
were too short.
Yeah.
So Katoa was able to
Yeah,
get it. I
he
mean,
was just in,
Tupou towers over Katoa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, we've seen Sammy Walker's had 15 try assists in 7 games, but couldn't get one in the air. Like, it was just crazy. So, for me, like, I wasn't too upset that we lost because, as I said to you guys in the group chat, Sharks deserved it. I mean, we played terrible. And I think I would have been more hurt if we had played really well and Sharks had just played better. But to be honest, Dongle, like, I don't think the Sharks were that good. We were just fucking shit. Like we shat the bed hard. Harry, before we go to Dongle, we'll start with you, mate. What were your thoughts on this game?
Mulatalo is the cheekiest bastard out there.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me.
He was feeding Marky Mark like there was no tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I heard something. It was like, it's 2-1 now, Mark, or some shit like that after he scored his second.
I mean, his second try, where were our players?
Yeah, I was watching it with my mates, and we both said, like, "Where's Marky Mark?
Yeah,
like, it's his thing."
But
And
there was
he wasn't-
no one there.
he
The
wasn't
centre
even
wasn't even there.
But he wasn't even the third player in.
Teddy was the player coming across. Like, no one was there.
It's starting to look a bit like a Brad Arthur defense.
Like, what was he doing though? Like, he wasn't
Eagles
anywhere near the
defense in
league.
general.
Wasn't that Vic Radley as well? He tried to come out and rush
you
him.
said he had a knee injury or something from that
'cause
game?
literally from like the first 20 minutes, he was just constantly clutching at his knee. And then when they scored that try, he like held his position and couldn't fucking move.
You know what the weird one was? When Sammy Walker dropped the ball, but somehow just came out of his hand and came off his foot.
Oh, he's
Straight
like
to the
backheeled
Sharks and
it
went
kind of
back.
thing.
Yeah, it was so strange. I was like, how has that happened? Like, it's just... It
It's
just
very
was not-
un-Roosters like,
wasn't
yeah.
our
It just
night,
wasn't
but
their night,
But no, congratulations to the Sharks. Like,
100%.
You guys played well. Like, not to shit talk the Sharks too much, but
Sorry, man, I won't go hard.
honestly, I will say if Roosters cleaned up their errors, because I think he's had like fucking 18 or 19 errors or some shit. If he's cleaned that up, you guys got pumped.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Well, like you said, as soon as the second half started, like the Sharks were on their line just defending for the first about 20 minutes, but the Roosters only put on 4 points.
Yeah,
in
we had a
whole
ton of
opening 20
line
minutes.
breaks.
Yeah,
We had a ton of line breaks, but we couldn't hold the ball.
yeah.
That was the problem.
That's when I knew we were going to win. As soon as you couldn't put points on them, well, they can't fucking score.
I said the same.
all
I
go
was,
here. Yeah.
I was getting so nervous, and then that brain fade from Billy Smith just did it for me. I was like, fuck, that'll do it. Ben, Sharks finally get over their week 1 hoodoo. I actually heard a stat during the week. They haven't won week 1 of finals since 2016. We know what happened that year.
I don't think it's happening this year.
What do you like
I
about
do
this
agree.
game, mate?
Don't hate me, Sharks fans, but I think
They're all coming through the YouTube screen right now.
I think that was unfortunately a very large case of
Yeah.
the Roosters losing it and not
Yeah.
the Sharks winning it.
Yeah.
That was, for my money, the worst game of the round by a fair margin.
Yeah, 100%.
That did not look like a finals match to me.
Dongle's going to get Ronnie onto you.
I know.
I
See that
think,
pipe, brah? What Ronnie said.
I think that there was a good heavyweight battle between Marky Mark and Mulatalo.
It was good.
But I think both teams' halves really failed to step up a lot.
You know what was the battle I like? Sorry, just to interject here. Kale Iro and Rob Toya.
Yeah.
That was a good
massive.
battle
They were
all
on
night.
Yeah.
Kale
Couple
Iro
of
got
good
him
young
early.
players
Yeah, Kale Iro got him early where he dropped the ball, and then Robbie got him with a beauty down the other side of the field. That was a really good battle.
Yeah, but I think the Roosters had a lot of chances in the first half that they would have capitalised on in the second half. I think the Roosters thought that the game was theirs to control, and then instead of putting their foot on the throat, they were just trying to sort of go through the motions. And then the Sharks just kept picking their moments out.
For me, it looked like they were trying to rely too much on Marky Mark in the first half. Yep. So every ball was going right. Every ball was going right. And like he's a freak, but you can't do it all, you know. And I think Sharks cottoned onto that pretty quick because as soon as they started going right, Sharks were over there. So when you see that as a halfback, and Sammy Walker's still young, you know, he's still learning his craft. He's a fantastic halfback. But I think when you see that is when you need to go, all right, maybe I need to switch it up. Let's try and go through the middle. You know, let's get Collins trying to score a try, Naff White to get over, you know, things like that.
It just looked like they were trying to set up the play the whole half.
Yeah.
It didn't look like they were trying to finish a try off. It looked like they were trying to just push for the meterage game. They were trying to pin them back deep in their own set when they had two gigantic weapons in Nawanganaitawase and Chupo that tower over their respective wingers.
100%.
And they should have been pushing the ball into their hands. And instead they were just trying to get meters and get meters and get meters, and the Sharks were picking their moments out and eventually capitalised from it. I thought it was a terrible halves performance from the Roosters.
Yeah, absolutely. It was probably Walker's one of his worst games I've seen him play in a long time. He wasn't there. Teddy had one of his worst for the season as well. He's been great this season, but I didn't think he was great in this game. I thought Mark was probably our best.
I thought Teddy had some moments.
Yeah,
that
he
were
did.
great.
He did, but there was 3 passes that he dropped where he would have scored all 3. He was straight through the middle, dropped all 3, and that's you don't see Teddy do that. He's usually onto it. He'll fall over, get up, and still score a try. Dongle, mate, your Sharks, they've done it. They're through to week 2, mate.
We're on, baby.
Can they go all the way?
How bad are you showing yourself?
No.
No.
Just looking at week 2 versus the Raiders at GIO Stadium. Yeah.
I think they'll be angry too.
That's going to be a little bit much. Look, Sharks, I was pretty impressed with the Sharks. I wasn't confident at all. I think I was messaging you during the week saying I'm not really confident on them at all. Even before the game, I was chatting with my mates. I was saying, might even turn this one off at half time. It's not looking good. But yeah, they came out. They done well. Yeah, it was like you guys have already mentioned, all the things I was going to kind of bring up. Yeah, too reliant. The Roosters were too reliant on Longanitawaze.
Yeah.
They always pass the ball to him. And as soon as Ronnie started getting the better of him, it seemed like they were trying to overdo it or overextend passing it to him. I think, and you touched on it too, Nafahu White, he should have got the ball more.
100%.
They were struggling to pull him down, and he was still getting offloads off.
Yeah.
That's where they were meant to sort of capitalise on the Sharks. And as you already mentioned as well, Teddy was too quiet. The Sharks, I think they did well at trying to shut him down and reading those plays and working out what the Roosters were going to do. But then again, I don't think Hines or Trindle were outstanding at all. I think they were I think the Roosters halves were well ahead of them at that stage. We went over the top of them during our interchange. I think our interchange was massive again this week.
I thought Trindle was definitely the best of the two.
Yeah.
Trindle's bombs, some of those bombs were fantastic from him.
He does, and he does it every now and then. He's got one of those spiral torpedoes he can put up. He does it once a game, one every game. But
whereas with Nico, you're just going to get structured footy. He's going to kick to the corners.
Yeah,
he's going to get you into a good position. But that's
good at that though.
But they do that thing though, where it's like they flip a coin before the game and go, "All right, you're going to be the running half, and I'm going to because
who's going to take control this week?"
Because a couple of weeks ago, it was Nico doing all the kicking.
Yeah.
But
Hines does strike me as more of a 6.
Yeah. He's the runner. He's the runner of the two.
He has to be. Yeah. And you can even tell, because he was doing it again, and I was whinging about it the other week. He was doing hit-ups on the 4th tackle. You're like, well, he's taking himself out of the kicking equation. He's not even an option now. It's not like we can go left to Hines or we'll go right to Trindle. We're going to have to fucking pass Trindle now, aren't we? He takes himself completely out of that occasion by 4th tackle. He just takes a hit up. You're like, okay, well, do you not want the ball, mate? What are you hitting the ball up for?
Yeah, strange one.
Do you take a bit of solace in the fact that Canberra's game went as long as it went?
I don't know what that means.
Or does it encourage you more?
For next week, will they be more tired?
It was, that.
I don't know what that means. That's one of your best, Dongle.
Yeah, I did, watching them beat the crap out of each other. All the drama, though, we're watching it here now on the telly, all the drama unfold in the Canberra game. It doesn't make me confident. I think Ray's going to show up firing, but I'm just proud the boys made it this far, and like you said, finally getting that first win in a final series.
And the
first
Omen,
time
mate,
forever,
they haven't had it since 2016 and they went on to win the comp that year. So
second tattoo incoming.
Here it comes.
Here we
But
go.
speaking of the Raiders, let's jump into our final game of the round. It was the Raiders against the Broncos. Now, what a game this was. Definitely game of the round. Broncos 29-28 over the Raiders. Now, not without some controversy, boys, but let's start off with how the fuck did the Raiders lose that game? Not once, but twice. Anyone want to comment?
Yeah.
Ashley Klein.
As a former team under Ricky Stewart, I would love to comment on that. Suck shit, Ricky. I hope that one fucking burnt.
Sticky Ricky.
Not happy.
Is that game of the century?
Oh, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, eh? I obviously it doesn't beat a grand final. I think 2015 grand final was probably
non-grand finals. Is that game of the century?
It'd be pretty close.
I think 2015 grand finals probably got to go close to game of the century.
1997 as well. Knights was pretty good, going down the blind side. But if we're talking grand finals, no. But if we're not talking grand finals, it's got to be pretty close. The fact that Canberra led by 16 points, Broncos had a player in the sin bin. and they come back.
Two players in the sin bin.
Yeah, and they come back and they win. Like, Harry, let's start off with talking about Canberra. Now, over the past couple of years, they've been known as the Faders. Lived up to it in this game, mate.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. They haven't been drinking their milk apparently because they
Toilet
were,
water.
yeah. Walsh,
Give it to it.
bro, I think him going to the bin was probably the best thing for him
was.
because
It gave him a rest.
Yeah.
he came back out and he was playing like fucking. I was saying to one of the boys at work today, he's playing like fucking prime GI. Like he was just everywhere.
That's
Must have
it.
given him some sniffing salts.
Oh, 100%.
Sniffing salts.
Told you, boys.
It was just a little cheeky.
When he was in the sin bin, that's it. He went down to the toilet,
Give him the handicap
quick
bathroom
sip.
again.
He
Yeah.
said, come on, Katoni, jump in.
And then,
go.
he just fucking managed to pull out, the best 35, 40 minutes or whatever it was of his career.
We've spoken about him so much being so rocks and diamonds, but this was and this is what I mean about those diamond moments. He showed that he is such a classy player when he's on. But
Test
when
the
he's
fucking
off, he's
toilet
fucking
water.
off.
Test the toilet
Test it.
water.
Yeah.
There's something in it.
Test. You heard it here first
There's
from
something
Harry.
in it.
Test the
Fuck,
toilet
Test the
water.
toilet water.
One of your best, Harry. One of your best.
We need to cover up for the episodes. Test
There's
the
got to
toilet
be an
water.
investigation. Tubes is back. Dongle.
We got a dog.
I love that.
Yeah. Dongle, the sin bin to Hudson Young. What do you think? Harsh?
Harsh, yeah. Like it took.
Because all he did was back chat.
Yeah, he did just back chat. Yeah, but like I don't know. Like what's too aggressive? Yeah, like if
Exactly,
if you're saying
yeah.
if Marky Mark on Saturday night didn't turn around and headbutt Ronaldo for doing the exact same thing,
100%.
like would they both be in the sin bin?
Yeah.
Like. I don't know if putting him in the bin as well was harsh, but then again, like if it was just Reece Walsh who went in the bin, that would be the thing. Like,
But also, if you've headbutted someone, I'm going to have words. If someone's just headbutted me, I'm going to say shit to them.
yeah,
I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, thanks.
He headbutted him after. Like, to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
like,
true,
He was
but
right
still.
in his face.
Was
giving
it
him
for
shit,
saying
yeah.
something after the headbutt, or was it before?
Well, still,
I thought it was for what he said before.
But when have we ever seen a sin bin
he
for
was-
a player mouthing off?
But he was lipping. Yeah, I know. But he was the instigator. That was the whole thing. He was lipping up before he got headbutted because as soon as he got headbutted, it's like he got fucking shot by a sniper. Like he went down.
Yeah.
He definitely
that's a little
took
exaggerated,
diving lessons from Harry Grant.
Yeah.
It was more a hair butt, wasn't it? Sorry,
Yeah.
his hair sort of hit
But
him, not
like,
his
yeah,
head.
he sort of like shoved, and then everyone's like, "Oh, he's gonna get time." But like all day, as soon as you look up, like any like headbutts this year, there's been so many, and people have been getting away with it. So yeah, he's not gonna miss any time, and so he shouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I mean, pretty sure Smithy's got done for it against the Tigers, and he escaped with a
yeah.
fine.
So he's done it. They were just
Don't
showing.
mention about sin bins and the Tigers.
Just
Luke will
showing
come through
Nat
the
Butcher
screen.
one.
and
Yeah.
tell us about how Tigers, Locke and Galvin got 4 weeks. But anyway, we won't go into that. Shout out Lukey. We love you, Lukey. He doesn't listen anyway.
Does not.
Ben, let's talk about the ending of the game. Now, of course, it was 28-26. Right on the 80th minute, Reece Walsh gets a penalty right in front. What do you think? Was it a penalty?
Yes.
Yep.
It's a penalty. The rule is ruled correctly. It's ruled the way it should have been ruled. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
I do question.
It's soft, but it's soft.
It's soft, but it's
but
correct.
it is in the rules, exactly.
We've got to call it. Like,
Yeah,
if,
for sure.
if that game gets called over,
Yeah.
and then we all come out afterwards and say, why wasn't it
Yeah,
called the way it should have
exactly.
been
It was
called?
robbed, yeah.
The thing I want to actually bring up, more not so much the call, it's more so, and in relation to the apparent hip drop that we saw over the weekend as well. We see a lot of other sports, particularly in Australia here, supercars do it.
Yep.
That when they make a rule change, they come out and they make a statement about it and they tell everyone about it. Now, I feel like there was a lot of rules that changed for the finals week one, where
Yeah.
the refs have gone into the training sessions with the players and they've informed them of what's going to change and whatnot. But why do we have to sit here confused as fuck about it every week
100%.
when somebody could easily just come out and make a quick statement on NRL 360 or fucking the ruck infringement?
Yeah, that's it.
Buzz
yeah.
would love to
You know?
deliver that. Eh?
Oh.
I've just got word from the hot off the press from the NRL, and he would fucking love. You'd see the table lift from
Yeah,
here,
and then Reedy would come in and be like, don't be stupid, Buzz. Don't be stupid.
They told me, not you.
Don't be stupid, Buzz.
Buzz would just be like, I'm going to take all the credit for this one.
I told them.
I went to the training sessions myself and told them the rule changes. They seem to love it.
But someone like a Graham Ainsley, right, who runs the referee association, he should be the one coming out going, like, he's the one that comes out
But
every
why can't we do
Monday
that?
and goes, oh, we got the call wrong this week, but your team lost.
Why can't we do that though? Because
Yeah, we
obviously
should.
they're going into the training sessions with the
I
players and
completely
saying,
agree with
this
you.
is what's going to be different this
Yeah.
week, and the players understand it, but we don't.
I completely agree.
Are we not the target audience?
Yeah, we are. 100% we are. Yeah, I completely agree, Ben. And I think we should sign a petition and we should become the CEO of the NRL and we'll put the press conference in.
And we'll put Parramatta back at the top, I think.
And we'll turf the bunnies.
Maybe Ben won't be CEO, but us three, you know.
I'll be the vibes officer.
Love it.
Charlie would just be like, oh yeah, Roosters win every year.
Rabbits out kind of thing.
Yeah, Rabbits kick him out of the comp. But boys, fantastic game. Harry, the Jamal Fogarty try in Golden Point, try or no try?
I had it as a try.
So did I.
I had it as a try.
So did I. Yeah.
Like,
How do you swap the ball towards your own goal line
Yeah.
and it's a knock
That's been the
That's what
biggest
shit
thing.
me,
Is
yeah.
that but we saw it this
sweating
week.
right now.
We saw it
don't
this
agree.
week. We saw knock-ons this week that were called back, and then we saw back ones this week that were called knock-ons. We saw it all week. We saw a couple in our game, Dongle. There was a few in the Sharks Roosters where the ball went back. They were calling it knock-on. What I found over the past couple of years is that any time the ball hit the ground, whether it went back or forward, they'd call it a knock-on. But from what I watched, and you know, like when we're watching, when it's not our team, we're pretty fair. You know, we want the best result. For me, it looked like a try. I thought it went towards his own goal line as well.
I will die on this hill. That was a try.
Yeah, I absolutely.
I don't care about those fucking Broncos fans.
I mean, now
it was a
you
try.
don't like Ricky, but what do you think? Try?
You ready to die on that hill, Harry?
He's got a bottle.
It's high noon.
You're not a Bulldogs fan, mate. Put the bottle down.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
I'd have a pie.
Bombs at Belmore.
Look, I thought it was exactly the same as the Warriors Eels one a few weeks ago, where you did see the finger deviate. The ball does eventually go backwards.
Yeah.
I think the big difference here is that in a game of inches, in something that we've slowed right down,
Yeah.
that ball, if it doesn't touch the Broncos player's finger, it's definitely knocked back. But I think because at the point that it touches the player's finger, he's still pushing the ball back. That's why it's a knock on. Harsh, tough.
Yeah.
But I think fair.
And look, to be fair, the Raiders were leading by 16 points.
It's very fucking close.
The Raiders were
yeah.
leading by 16 points.
They can't be too mad at it.
They
They
can't
fucking
be
butchered
too
that,
angry
yeah.
at it when they should have won the game anyway.
You know, the Broncos did to the Raiders what the Panthers did to them in that grand final.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
Yeah.
we were down by 16
2023.
and we fucked them up
Not
and we came back.
2022. 2023.
I don't even count that as a grand final. That was a training run.
Sorry, it's a sore point.
Wow.
That was a training run.
Yeah. Anyway, boys, fantastic game. Ben Hunt getting the winning field goal.
The dozer.
So sort of come full circle for the dozer, hasn't it? I wonder if they'll make it grand final day and he'll drop the
Redemption.
ball on kickoff. That'll be interesting, won't it? Hopefully not. You know.
No, Tamale did that in that game. In that game,
Oh,
in the
Speaking
speaking
of
of
kickoff in the
Tamale,
grand
boys,
final.
I would have won
Your try
1K
scorer.
if Tamale had scored. I had all my other try scorers. Do you know I had one on that was for 3.5K, right? It was 10 legs. I got 8 of the legs. All I needed was Ben Hunt and Billy Walters to score.
Well, that was stupid, wasn't it?
Gamble
Well, it was
responsibly.
one of those popular ones, right? I just put it on.
Lose.
It was
Lots.
3.5K. Anyway, gamble responsibly. But that is
Always.
it for
Sponsor our sport bet.
qualifying finals. There are 6 teams
You're
left.
losing today.
There are 6 teams
Xfinity, what are
left
you
heading
losing?
into. There are 6 teams left heading into week 2 of the finals. Oh wow! That is it for the stat deck. We all good? We've lost him.
Oh, look at the gigs. Oh, my God.
All right.
Well, now it's time to hear from our latest sponsor, Corner Post.
Huh? Why are we sponsoring the Corner Post? Isn't that part of the stadium?
No, you imbecile. The Corner Post is a sports store located in the heart of Westfield, Liverpool, with all your sporting needs covered from rugby league to soccer too.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I've got to get there.
Now open at Westfield, Liverpool, go to all their social media pages to check out all their content.
The Corner Post, helping you with all your sporting needs.
We're going to hand it over to Dongle to take us through. He's been doing it all game, sir, and injury and suspension segment, niggling as well. Mate, do you have the injuries and suspensions for us?
Yeah, I'll just bring it up. You want to start us off here, Benny? Which one we bring up first? Have you got it down there? Suspensions? I'll bring up the thing. What's in your book? It's probably better than this.
We're very
Bring up
professional, folks.
the NRL.com website.
The NRL.com website, and it takes us back and back and back.
Shout out to
Alrighty,
the
let's
NRL,
start
good
with
people.
Broncos forward Pat Carrigan is facing a finals ban after a careless high tackle. It's deemed grade 2.
What a cat.
Skipper was sent to the sin bin for the hit on Morgan Spitties. Should see him miss 2 matches. He has until noon. He still hasn't put his plea in though, so he's still maybe not. Reece Walsh pled guilty. He's going to be playing, like we said before.
Yeah, can I just say on the Pat Carrigan one, surely you're not pleading for that, because if you lose that, he gets 2 matches, he'll miss the grand final. And whereas at least now, if he just does the one and they win the prelim, he's playing in the grand
he's gonna
final.
play.
So you're not going to plead.
Surely,
But in saying that, it's the Broncos. If they're going to let Walsh play, they're going to let Carrigan play.
I don't know.
The NRL has chopped and changed and farted around so much with
100%.
star players over the years when
Depends
it
if
comes
it's
to
a
finals.
Friday night.
There's no way the Carrigan
Broncos
doesn't
play
play.
every Friday night, so it depends if it's a Friday night. If it's a Sunday Arvo game, they'll say, nah, he
Yeah,
can't
it
play.
is a Sunday Arvo.
Oh, then he can't play.
So he's the only one that's he still hasn't put his plea in. Everyone else has already gone the early guilty plea. That's Reece Walsh twice, Zach Hosking, Isaiah Papali'i, and Josh Curran all go in the early guilty plea. First or second offences, just $1,800 fines all round. You get a fine. You get a fine. You get a fine.
Oprah.
That's the one. Yeah, so that's it, man. Yeah. Opera. So let's go to the casualty ward.
Here we go.
Here we go. Billy Walters, ACL
We're
injury.
about to hear a lot of Bulldogs names, guys.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, strap in. Billy Walters' ACL injury looks like he is done, but in good news, they should have Reno back. Yeah, Adam Reynolds should be back for
To
the
do his
prelim
hamstring
final.
in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, Glassjaw. Glassjaw Reynolds.
But he's coming back, all right. Payne Haas, he looked like he was down and out for a while there. He went off and he come back on, and he was limping around for a bit.
And then conceded and then continued to make 200 plus meters again, as he always does.
Don't know what happened there. Yeah, maybe he just
Casually.
twisted it a little bit.
Yeah, some of that
just-
toilet water too.
He's very
He's been
good.
for scans. He's been cleared of any serious injuries. Pierre Kura is waiting for facial injury scan, or he's having a facial scan. He's getting his face done on Tuesday. I want to reword that.
Facial scan.
Xavier Willison has been cleared to return.
Yeah, it's a
Didn't
big
he
in. Big in.
Break his arm, snap his
Yeah,
forearm. Was
big in
that's
for
huge.
the Bronx.
He's been massive this week. That'll be
Yeah.
good to see. Hard to stop with him there. Yeah,
Next week.
yeah. Stephen Crichton suffered syndesmosis. In doubt for the remainder of the season.
Yeah.
Bulldogs forward. There was a further blow for the Bulldogs in the second half with their centre Tuala suffering a fractured leg. Oh, that sounds gross.
He'll play.
Viliami Kikau copped an accidental elbow to the eye. Like you were saying today, he looks like he's come off second best to that. Like, he doesn't look good at all. Still getting scans. Blah blah blah. Where else are we?
Sexton in there. Toby Sexton as well.
No, I'm not saying Toby Sexton. No.
He came back on, so I think Toby was all right.
Yeah, he might have been fine because it goes into Melbourne. Yeah.
I have a quick question for you
Jerome
guys.
Hughes remains optimistic that his season isn't over
I have
after going
heard
surgery.
that.
Yeah, I was hearing
But he
that
broke
earlier.
his wrist.
Yeah, that's weird for a
Surely
fractured
you're not-
forearm. Yeah,
Surely, I mean,
Wanking injury.
well, but surely you're not going to rush a player. I mean, they rushed him back and he injured himself. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's a grand final, but if you've got a broken wrist, what good are you as a halfback with a broken wrist?
that's it, yeah.
Can't pass the ball.
Well, it seems like he came back too early.
It seems like a Cooper Cronk situation too. Like
Yeah, it was
Cronk,
his shoulder,
Cronky played
yeah.
with a fucked up shoulder and he couldn't
he was
pass the
still
ball.
putting hits on.
still putting
Smith,
hits
and he was
on.
like, ugh.
Yeah.
I think the big difference there, though, is Cooper Cronk didn't really need to be touching the ball to be making an impact on the field. Whereas I don't feel like Hughes is
Yeah.
the same type of player. Whereas
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cronk's another a second coach on the field.
He's got
whereas
presence
he's
too.
Boys,
a real presence.
Bit of news I heard today regarding Stephen Crichton.
Yeah.
Now, one of the girls at work, shout out to Danny, she has told me that they went to the women's game yesterday, Tigers and Knights, and Stephen Crichton's sister plays for the Titans. and
Tigers
NRLW.
Wires.
Tigers Wires, yeah. And Crichton's sister plays for the Tigers in NRLW. And he was there on crutches and a moon boot. And they asked him, was he playing? And he said, yes, he'll be back.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Which was really, really interesting because if you're in crutches and a moon boot, is that just are they doing a Wayne Bennett? Are they smoking waters here like for Queensland? But I don't know how you're playing in a moon boot. and
Bro, he
crutches.
was struggling to walk
Yeah,
during that
so
game.
he's pretty optimistic that he's going to be playing.
I thought I'd heard that if they make the grand final, he'll be back.
Possibly.
Yeah, like if they're going to go far,
They
like,
definitely
there's
won't.
still 2 games before the grand final. So, like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're back to that whole Shawsy thing, whereas, you go till you can't go no more. We're at that point of the
Fucking
season.
right. Do you want to say a few things here? You want to say a few things here? You want to thanks everyone?
No,
Sorry,
we're,
Dong,
we're,
yeah.
we're at that point of the season now
Huh?
where Huh?
We got him. We got him.
But no, we're at that point of the season now where the injury report is just a guide. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
for
a.
sure.
It's not a Bible like it usually is in the season. Guys are going to play through these injuries.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. Yeah,
Bible, doing God's
just
work.
Going through all the shit here, isn't he? Yeah. Sharks prop Tom Hazelden missed the had a knee infection. Like, what the fuck's a knee infection? Mitch Kenny missed the
knee.
elimination final. Is he back this week, Mitch Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
He'll be back. It was just a minor strain on his hamstring.
Soft
There you go.
cockinitis.
Soft cockinitis.
How's your fucking finals campaign going, Joey? Huh?
It's over. We don't have soft cockinitis, so we're just out.
No, you just are cocks.
And that's it for the niggling suspension.
Beautiful, mate. Thank you so much. That's Dingle Dangle, one of your best, mate. One of your best.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm starving. I could really go for a snack.
Mate, we're halfway through recording. We can't stop now for a snack. And besides, what are we going to eat that will keep our bellies full?
Dude, I know I'm sorry, but I've just discovered Gibson Country Style Jerky, the greatest jerky going around. They have a variety of flavors, including pepper steak, barbecue bourbon, and teriyaki, and they deliver countrywide.
Wow, bro, that sounds amazing. I have to get my hands on some of this. Where can I find it?
You can visit their website at gibsoncountrystylejerky.com or check out their social media pages for more. And because you're a fan of Ruck Infringement Podcast, you can use the code podcast for 10% off.
Done. Already ordered. I'm so hungry now.
Gibson Country Style Jerky, the perfect snack for any occasion.
Let's jump into Dynamos and Dungs.
Big hits, brain fades, magic and muck. Some play sword and some just sucked. From top shelf moves to absolute funks, it's time to break down. Dynamos and Dungs. Dynamos and Dungs. Dynamos and Dungs. Dynamos and Dungs.
All right, here we go. It's time for Dynamos and Dungs. Harry, we're going to start off with you. If you are tuning in for the first time, best player, worst player of the round or team as well. All right, Harry, give us your Dynamo and Dung for qualifying finals.
My Dynamo, and again, I fucking hate to say it, I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks in a row now too, Reece Walsh.
Oh, mate, you're in love.
He, as much as he pisses me off, there's you can't fault someone
Yeah.
if they do very well. Like, you got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah, for sure.
He, after that sin bin, he came out like a man possessed, and he was just like, I'm going to carry this team on my back. I'm going to get us back into this game, and I'm going to propel us to win.
Yeah.
Gave the assist to the Dozer, and, you know, let him kick the field goal because Walsh did everything else. In terms of Dung,
Doom, doom, doom.
I'm not gonna go your Roosters because it's a bit
Because everyone else is.
It's a bit
Yeah.
everyone else is, but it's also a bit mean. I'm going with the minor premiers. I'm going with the Raiders.
Ooh, yeah.
To blow a
Blow a
lead
lead.
like that
Yeah.
when they had a 12 on 11 advantage at one point, or 13 on 11 advantage at one point, or whatever it was, to then blow that massive lead to win the game twice and then choke in extra time and golden point. Like, you won you finished first for a reason. You got to
Yeah.
be able to ice those games. You've come off the back of icing a game against us in Mudgee. You do it every other week against teams in Golden Point, and you struggle to do it against the Broncos.
Yeah.
Furthering on from that point, there was a lot of talk earlier in the season that Canberra were as high as they were because they had a favourable draw. Is this exposing that now?
Potentially. Well, didn't they
Yeah.
have their buys like fucking late as into the round, into the season?
All three.
They had
I
all
think
three,
they're
after
like
Origin.
their first buy was like round 15 or 16
Yeah.
or
It was
something.
after Origin, yeah. They were one of the last teams to do
There's
the
always
bye.
a loser every year when it comes to the draw. But
They were the
Canberra
clear
a big
winner.
winner.
It
They were the
reminded me
clear-cut
of
winner.
Sharks last year had a really easy draw first 10 rounds. I think it was like their first nine. And I think they won
Yeah.
their like 9 out of those first
They did
10
well,
last
yeah.
year.
Last year they started off well. This year, yeah.
But
rough,
yeah,
rough
20,
draw, and
20,
they
24 they had a
started
real
shit,
good draw.
Yeah,
So yeah,
heaps good.
Beautiful, mate.
Walshy, Dynamo, Raiders, Dung.
Love it. Ben, Dynamo and Dung for qualifying finals.
I went with 2 for each. I went an honourable mention
Yep.
as well.
Love it.
We'll get Reece Walsh out of the way. That's not even a conversation. No point even, getting into that. I
Yep.
think everybody with a set of eyes knows Reece Walsh was the player of the round. Honourable mention, I've got KO Weeks.
Oh, big, yeah.
Best player in a beaten side.
Yeah.
2 tries.
Wait.
253 metres.
Drink water.
8 tackle breaks.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Love it.
Huh?
Worst. I've got Hugo Savala.
Ooh, whoa,
I don't think
whoa.
it was that bad, was it?
What? Yeah, what did Hugo do to you?
Play for the
Did he even
Roosters.
play?
Place of the
Didn't even play.
Can somebody remind him it's finals footy?
He would have had
And it's
3
not
try
bad.
assists if Teddy could hold the ball.
He was about as good as Hines. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
but
might
Hines
say
won the
if he
game.
kicks the ball better or throws the ball better, then Teddy does have 3 tries.
Yeah, no, Teddy
Yeah,
dropped
some of
it.
those passes from Savala were hospital passes.
Yeah, straight to his chest.
Unfortunately,
I don't
for
think
Hugo,
his chest is down in his fucking nutsack. Like,
Dad bod.
Look, his
Depends.
kicking stats were all right, but he pretty much showed up donuts for the rest of the stat sheet.
Yeah, you got to remember he's brand new. Like this is his first season as well. So to come in, it's your first finals experience.
And
as
you got to
well.
rember, Ben's a new stats guy.
Yeah,
right? He just
sorry,
gave you
sorry.
he just
How
gave
dare
you
I question Luke?
concrete
Sorry,
evidence
Luke.
from a
Sorry,
book.
Luke.
He's got a notepad. What do you want?
People with notepads are correct. You're right.
That's where,
Very
that's where
true.
the truth hits.
Very true.
I do think.
Sorry,
he needs to
we
run
are not
more.
worthy. Continue.
I do think he needs to run more. That's
Yeah.
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 And he'll get better with experience as well.
It's a good segue as well. New guys. I'm a new stats guy. It is, leading into my honourable mention.
Luke,
Like
don't
a
listen.
Halasima.
Don't listen.
No, lekker.
Game defining mistakes. I think he tried, as we touched on earlier, I think he tried too hard to pull back into the game.
Yeah.
Where he should have just sat back and let his experienced players around him
Absolutely.
take over the game.
Yeah.
He's had some fucking brilliant games this season. That was not one of them.
Yeah. No way.
to that point,
But I do love Lecker.
I love Lecker too, but they were constantly going to
You
his
can get
side.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like, they,
Wait,
har-
yeah.
Just go
they
cry.
hardly attacked Dallon's side. They were always going Lecker RTS side.
Which
So
is
he-
bizarre because was Dallin the highest try scorer last year, was it?
Yeah,
Last year, he's the Warriors' highest try scorer
last year.
last year.
Yeah, I think he was like
Last
23,
year.
24
Yeah.
or some
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, they just kept attacking the other side.
It would have been last year because I told you I taught his niece.
Yeah.
And I used to talk to his brother most days, Jaden, Watanis Lesniak, and shout out to Jaden. And we used to be putting bets on him every week. He's like Dallin scoring again. Not that there's any conspiracy theories
I was
here,
going to
but
say,
yeah.
yeah, okay, you've just exposed yourself there.
Yeah, good job, Joey. But
Up the- up the waz.
don't get me wrong,
The jib's
yeah, I love Halasima, and yes, he made a lot of game-defining mistakes, but it also comes down to they were constantly attacking his side. He was probably fucking gassed.
I
'Cause
think the Warriors were pretty cooked anyway. I think they were pretty tired heading into this. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw they lost their last 3 games.
And
heading
plus,
into finals.
Halasima lately has been coming off the bench, and he doesn't come into the game until like
Bit of
20,
an impact
25
player.
minutes.
It's like they did the opposite of what the Roosters did, where the Roosters should have been going to Marky Mark.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
They
Warriors
didn't, yeah.
should have been avoiding Lecker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they were going to go
when
with
you see a
Lecker,
young kid starting to lose his head,
go the other
go
side.
the other way.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
Go
not like
to your experience,
Dallon's.
boys.
It's not like Dallon's a shit bloke under the high ball.
He was one of
Like,
the best players in the league.
Yeah,
a year
yeah.
or two ago.
Like under
Yeah.
the high
If
ball,
not
he's
the
probably
best.
one of the best. Like obviously,
100%.
Mark and Coates are better than him this season, but he's
Yeah.
still a very good top aerial threat.
Oh, for sure. Dongle, Dynamo and Dung.
On a smaller player too.
There it is, yeah. Dynamo, I got one. He stood out. Oh, Toby Rudolph, Cronulla Shark. No. A little bit left of field. I thought he played great, and it was his second game starting. Jonah Pezzett.
Oh, he
for
was
Storm.
good. He was
I thought
very
he was
good for
great.
Storm.
Yeah, for
Very
someone who
good.
no finals experience.
Yep.
Yeah, second game starting. He's just been running off the bench.
I
thought
had
he
him
was
as my
great.
halfback of the week this week. In
Yeah.
our team of the week. I thought he was very,
He was
very
awesome.
good.
Yeah, he was everywhere, and yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is this kid?
Is he going to lose his spot for the prelim though?
If Hughes is back, he will.
If Hughes is back, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he loses it over Wishart. I think
Well, he kept
Wishart
Wishart
might
on the
stay
bench. I
14.
thought that was. I'm like, who the
Well,
fuck
Wishart is
Pezzett?
more of a
Yeah.
utility as well. Like he can cover most positions.
Yeah, true. But like, wouldn't you start him and then maybe if someone got injured, move Wishart,
Maybe
put
they
Pezzett
saw
into
something.
the
Maybe
yeah.
Pezzett trained really well during the week.
I don't know,
or-
but just whatever it
Who
was,
knows?
I think it worked. I think he did
Yeah,
well. He was a great
100%.
game manager. Yeah, it allowed Munster to play a little bit freer as well. It's
a great call, mate.
do it heat up. But yeah, Jonah Pezzett. Yeah, I've got him up there. Dungs.
I'm our harshest critic, mate. You know.
I'm going to go the commentary in that game, in the Sharks and Roosters game. Was it the Sharks versus the Roosters, or was it the Sharks versus the Waganita-Waze? Like, any time he got the ball, it was the big suck.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, he's run 5 meters and he's...
Is there anything this bloke can't do?
Yeah. And he's like, whoa, Marky Mark, 1, the Sharks, 0. And then Ronaldo scores 2, and it's like, oh, Ronaldo's got a double.
Get out of his face, Ronnie.
And I'm
Nathan
like,
Cleary is
nowhere to
ducking
be
for
fucking
cover right
seen.
now.
Yeah, and I'm like, my brother in Ra, like, what the fuck is this?
Well, we always
Ball's
thought
on the other side, and they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, no, I can eat while he's breathing.
And there was literally a camera on him. Like at one stage, they panned to him for 2 seconds, and then they
That's right,
I'm like,
no.
what's he doing? He's not even near the ball.
Remember the Hayne cam when he
Yeah.
came back to
Yeah,
the
it
Titans?
was
It was
the same
bad. They
as
had the
red for
Hayne
the
Hayne
cam
cam,
on.
yeah.
It's the
It
Nawangani
was literally
Tawase
that.
cam.
It's the Marky Mark.
I'm a
do that
Hayne
wrong.
lover. I was embarrassed for that.
Oh yeah, that was
was fucking
embarrassing from
shocking.
Fox.
He couldn't do any
Shout out
wrong.
to Fox,
but-
good
shout
people.
out Fox, but like he couldn't do any wrong. But like even when Ronaldo scored, or like if he wasn't in his position, it was they found a massive hole in the defense, and it's
Yeah.
like, why don't you point out where he was your fucking man? Like. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just the big suck from the commentary team
100%.
was, had me off him for a bit. Yeah, so I was kind of glad Ronaldo got over him a couple of times, to be fair. Nothing to do with Marky Mark. Brilliant player.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong.
absolutely.
He's not the dung here. It's
Yeah.
the fucking commentary against him, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's
Boys, great calls. Dynamo and Dung for me. Dynamo, it was hard to go past KO Weeks. I had him as one of my Dynamos. I thought he was really good. 253 running meters. I thought in a losing team, it's pretty strong. But I'm going to go forward. I love my forwards. Of course, I was a forward myself. I spoke about him earlier. Stefano Utoikamanu. Thought he was really, really good for Melbourne. I believe it was about 34 tackles, none missed. So from him, that's pretty big.
That's huge, yeah,
That's
for a front rower
massive.
to miss none,
And
yeah.
to,
And that was a point of
Yeah.
contention at
Yeah.
Parramatta when he was with
100%,
us.
and at the Tigers.
He was really bad with that.
Yeah.
So to see him pull that out in the finals match, that's
And
huge.
to go from a team like, no discredit to Tigers fans, but to go from the Tigers to a system like Melbourne and to adapt to that system, you know,
Yeah.
Melbourne, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's hard. You
That's
know,
the Bellamy effect too, yeah.
Exactly,
Like,
the Bellamy effect.
He gets the
and-
best out of anyone, yeah. Like
Yeah,
he can
for
be
sure.
like a 5 out of 10, and he's going to bring the best out in you, yeah.
So I thought Stefano played one of his best games that I've seen for a couple of years.
34 tackles, missing none.
There we go. Yep. Exactly what I said. So
Thanks, Parrot.
thanks, mate. I do appreciate it.
Half the time the shit you say is wrong, so fucking
Ben
may as
wrote
well
it
try and
down, so I don't know
confirm.
what you're
It's not
checking it
Joey's
for.
Jumble, mate. I only
want
get
my
our
notepad?
scores wrong in Joey's Jumble.
neither
Now,
than mine.
my Dung boys, look, as I always say, I'm my harshest critic. I am going to Chooks. I think this was
Deserved.
As the Chooks were heading into finals, a lot of people had us
We all go the low hanging
probably going
fruit.
deep. A lot of people probably thought the Roosters were going pretty deep.
I fucking tipped yous.
The form we had been, for Harry to tip us, that's
Same.
pretty big. So I'm going Roosters as my
Fuck, I'm
Dung. I
tipping
just
league.
thought, as we've
the
spoken.
Roosters.
God, we're never going to get through this episode. As I spoke about earlier, they're just too many errors, couple of brain fades. We're watching it now as Mulatalo stars, apparently. All right, and that is it for Dynamos and Dung.
Here, who do you call when you want printing and design work done?
At print.
Yeah, bizarre name, innit?
Yeah, at print.
I mean, they could have called themselves Superfast Print.
Or we even design print.
Or Friendly Personal Service Print. Because they do all that.
When you think about it, at print says everything, really.
Yeah, so when you need design and printing done fast with friendly and personal service, call that print on 47315055.
When people ask where you got it done, you can say at print.
Shut up.
So we're going to jump into Wild Fantasies just to talk about our winners of our comp. So this is Wild Fantasies.
Buying, holding, selling more cash and trades, please. Rock infringement podcast, Wild Fantasy.
All right, the winner of our NRL Fantasy Comp is none other than good friend of the show, Daniel Long. Longy from the Casual Athlete. Of course, a fantasy champion back in 2012.
Longy.
So Longy has taken it out, so he will be getting a Supercoach ring from SC Rings, one of our great sponsors of the show. And of course, in our Supercoach comp, it was MT Mutton Foxes. Coach Ryan took it out. That was his team name. He won our Supercoach comp.
what?
The Mutton Foxes. Yep.
What the foxes?
What the Mutton Fox's name is that?
That was a good one.
Surprise, button foxes.
With fries. So shout out to Coach Ryan, who will also be receiving a championship ring from SC Rings. So check them out. They are awesome.
Wow, I've got my lawn in tip-top shape.
What are you talking about, bro? This is a rugby league podcast.
Oh, sorry, man. I've just been really impressed with my new mower from Koala Mowers. It's powerful, cuts well, and gives me a nice, fresh finish. Plus, it makes my lawn look the best on the block.
Jeez, that sounds good. I really need to trim my hedges. Can they help there too?
Koala Mowers have all your lawn care needs covered, my man. They have all the right tools and equipment to trim your hedges, cut your grass, and blow away your leaves.
All right, you've convinced me. Where can I buy one?
Check them out on social media at Facebook and Instagram, or locally at 112 Russell Street, Emu Plains. And if you mention the Ruck Infringement Podcast in store, you'll get 10% off.
Great. I'm on my way to get myself a new trimmer.
Koala Mowers, making lawn care easy without the hassle of having the correct qualifications.
All right, boys, it is time for the Profits Preview.
Who's hot? Who's not? He's got the view. It's time for the breakdown. Profits Preview. Profits
All right, let's get into the Profits Preview. We have finals week 2, and of course the NRLW heads into week 1 of their finals. All right, we're going to start off. If you are tuning in for the first time, we give our preview of the week. Team we think is going to win a margin and a couple of try scorers. All right, let's start off with you, Dongle. We got the first game, Canberra v your Cronulla Sharks, mate. Who are you taking in this game?
I just have to say, it's ridiculous that it's at GIO Stadium. It should be in a neutral venue where we can have more fans attend.
There was fuck all fans of that game on the weekend.
Mate, Shark Park should not host a final. What does it seat? 15,000?
Yeah, like 15.
No,
Sorry, 16.
no,
Sorry, 10,000
6.
people.
Fucking hell.
How many people show up?
Yeah, that's what I went. Yeah.
Is that the amount of brain cells all the fans have together?
Went to Stansted, mate. Don't make them come out from behind their gated fences and their beautiful community.
I'm so glad you said gated. I'm so glad you said
Don't make Gallen walk down from the beach, right? He's there.
that's it,
He's
mate.
ready.
fucking beach whale.
Beach
Anyway.
sprints right now. Wow.
Shout out to Gallen. He'll fight you in the box room.
And he'll knock me out. It's
Knock
all
you
right.
the fuck
I'll
out.
take the payday.
Anyway, mate, who are you tipping in this
No,
game?
I have to go to Sharks because, Sharks fan.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but I mean,
No, I do, yeah.
You do.
Your
You do.
team,
You have
it's
to
your
tip
team,
your
you
team.
pick your team. That's the rule. Is it? I'm going to pick him anyway. I go to the Sharks anyways with zero confidence. The only thing that does give me a bit of confidence is the fact that the Raiders just had an absolute war with the Broncos yesterday. So, if anything, they might be a little fatigued from that. I don't think so, though. I don't think Ricky's going to let them slip. They're not going to go out in straight sets. They haven't been the team to do it this year. We just spoke about, they may have had a bit of an easy run going into the finals, but that's not the team we've seen this year. They all, from round one, we saw the Vegas team, they were sticking together. They were meant to be in the finals this year. So it's going to be hard to beat the Raiders again. I'm just going to tip my boys because I'm a Sharkies fan. I'm going to the Sharks 1-12. Mulatalo to bag another double. That's my prediction.
Beautiful.
And for a camera pan onto Marky Mark.
Yeah, just cause.
Marky Mark's just in the crowd watching.
Mad Monday.
Yeah, one random fan to stick up a Marky Mark head. You know those big heads they have.
I might do that.
Yeah, there you go.
if they put Marky Mark and Cleary in the stands together,
Oh, God.
Brandy might actually make a mess.
It's like that South Park meme.
Hashtag Rex. Ben, who have you got in this game?
a spooky ghost.
Raiders with these. I think this is the end of the road for the Sharks. I think they were lucky to get this far.
Careful, you're sitting next to him.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
That's all right. I can't see any sharp stuff anyway. So,
There we go. Well, the odds, $2.56 for the Canberra, $2.44 for the Sharks.
Yeah,
It's
I
juicy.
think that $1.56 is about 55 cents too low. So
Yeah.
Too low? Yeah,
too
agreed.
high,
Yeah.
sorry. But yeah, I'm not a sports gambler, guys. Gamble responsibly.
For sure.
I've got KO Weeks and Sebastian Chris to score.
Ooh, very nice. I like it. Harry?
I've got Raiders in another golden point thriller. I reckon back to back. I reckon this week they get it done.
If they go back to back on golden points and lose both, I'll be so happy.
Penrith did that.
Fuck off. You asshole.
Did too.
They did.
You-
One of those teams was the fucking... No, it wasn't Titans, was it? It was the
Raiders.
other team. It was Raiders and...
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
that's right. Yeah.
And then
I was
2
gonna
weeks
say
prior,
Titans,
we were
yeah.
golden point with
And then
Titans.
the Dogs.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, fucking hell. Anyway,
Sorry,
yeah.
continue. Yeah. sorry.
Raiders by a field goal. In terms of try scorers, I'm going to go I like the Mulatalo for a double shout. And I'm going to go Ethan Strange to cross over again.
Oh, yeah, mate. He's scoring for fun at the moment.
Yeah.
Raiders for me too, boys. Sorry, I think they get done 13 plus. I think they'll absolutely destroy the Sharks in this one.
No bitterness intended, yeah.
I've actually got Raiders 20 plus.
Look, I'm going 13 plus. Absolutely no bitterness at all. In terms of try scorers, I'm going to go Ko Weeks, Tamale, Sebastian Chris, and Timoko all to score, and no Sharks players to score at all. But that is it for the first game.
No blood from Saturday night, obviously.
I told you I'm not upset.
It's
You're
okay,
upset.
guys. He's healing.
Let's jump into the second game. It is the Bulldogs against the Penrith Panthers. Going to be a great game here, Accor Stadium. Penrith, of course, will head into this as favourites with all the injuries to the Dogs. We'll leave Harry till last. Ben, we'll start off with you. Who have you got?
I've got Bulldogs.
Wow.
Sorry, not Bulldogs. I've got Penrith.
Shock, man.
Sorry. No, I've got Penrith to put on a masterclass. I've got them 28-14. Karaz to score for the Bulldogs. And I've got McLean to score another bullshit forward pass.
Oh, very nice. Dongle.
Hard to look past Penrith, yeah. You'd hate to think that the Bulldogs are going to go out in straight sets. They were definitely better against the Storm than what they have been in the last few weeks.
We called it, though. We called it weeks ago.
Penrith... Weeks. I think if they... weeks ago. I think Penrith, they need to show up. If they put up that clunky performance and if the Bulldogs switch on, I don't think they're going to get there. So I think the game might be a little tighter than what everyone's thinking, yeah. I'm going to get the Panthers, though, in a tight game. I reckon Panthers by like 4 or 6 points or something close like that. Looking at the odds... I should have mentioned that earlier, yeah. Penrith at $1.33 at this stage. Still no team lists out, keeping in mind it's Monday night. And Canterbury $3.37. It's massive odds, yeah.
Juicy, but like if you want to jump on that because you think they could win, it's finals footy.
It'll probably blow out there when the team list gets announced. Like without Crichton, assuming Kickout's going to play and co, yeah.
I think it's hard to pick it at the moment without knowing who's
Absolutely.
in. But I think ultimately professionalism is going to be what gets them over the line with Penrith.
Well, we'll see who I tip.
We don't do professionalism here anyway.
No, that's it. We're quite mediocre.
Yeah. So Penrith will win by 4. A couple of try scorers. If he's back, I'm going to do Mitch Kenny to get over the line. I think he's a solid shout. And I think they missed him last week too.
Yeah, very good. All right, Harry, who you got?
I'm going to go Penrith. Penrith 13 plus.
Oh, big.
In terms of try scorers, I'm going to go McLean for a double, Isaiah Papali, and I'm going to pick one Bulldogs player, Matt Burton.
Just nothing to do with the fact he's ex-Panthers player.
Former Penrith player, yeah, exactly.
So pretty much.
And
Stephen Crichton to make a comeback.
It's only because Crichton and Kickout are out too. That's why he picked Burton.
To be fair to his point, the whole team is former Penrith players.
Yeah,
the whole coaching staff is the former Penrith coaches.
Canterbury Bankstown Panthers.
And even the management group are from Penrith.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Only the best.
I am backing. I am packing. I am packing. But I am backing Penrith in this one as well. I think Penrith get it done quite convincingly. It's only based on those injuries. I don't think the Dogs really stand a chance. We called it about 5 weeks ago after the Roosters game. We said Dogs wouldn't win another game. The only team they beat was Penrith with a B grade side.
Yep.
C grade.
That's the only game they've won so far.
And barely.
So I'm going to back Penrith in this one. I'll go Penrith by 14, so I think they'll get it done 13 plus, but just. I'll go Penrith by 14 in this one. In terms of try scorers, I'm actually going to go big. I'm going to go Lindsay Smith to get over the line, and big Isaiah Yeo to score as well, and Jacob Preston for the Dogs. They are my forward try scorers.
Always a sure thing. Jacob Preston in the air.
Except last week.
Solid. It doesn't count.
But that is it for round 2 of the NRL finals. Of course, the semi-finals are going to be fantastic. Head over to the NRLW. Of course, Roosters girls went undefeated throughout the season. They won the minor premiership.
Solid, yeah.
So
Smashed
them and the
Sharkies as well
Broncos
last
get the
week.
Them and the Broncos get the week off.
Mate, that's going to be the grand final. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be Roosters Broncos.
Yeah, I think so.
Like whoever wins these 2 games going up against Roosters and Broncos, they're going to get flogged.
Yeah,
no matter
absolutely.
who it is.
But our first game for the NRLW finals is Newcastle against the Gold Coast Titans. Going to be a good game there. I think the Knights get that done. They still looked pretty good against the Dragons on the weekend, although Dragons did hold their own. I thought they were pretty good. The second game, a bit of a battle between you two. Of course, we've got the North Queensland Cowboys against the Cronulla Sharks. Now, of course, your cousins, Harry, will most likely be playing in that. Yep, and then taking on Dongle's Sharks. Is that at our favourite stadium too, Queensland
Yes,
Country
it
Bank
is.
Arena?
It's your favourite stadium, mate.
Yep.
What stadium is
beautiful.
it? Queensland.
Country Bank Arena.
That's the one.
So fantastic stadium there. I think Sharks can get that done. I really do. I want to back your Cousins, mate, but I think Cronulla will be too good.
No, I got the Cowgirls winning it.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, that is it for the Profits preview.
League Lids are an international company selling retro corduroy sports hats to make you the envy of all your friends. Head over to League Lids and check out their array of hats today and use our discount code RUCK10 for 10% off.
We're going to jump into some talking points now.
Talking points, talk. Rumors, transfers, players wanna walk. Injuries, drama, who's informed? Head highs, arrest, headlines swarm. We're loud. NRL news, Ruck Infringement Podcast, your fix for breaking news. It's talking points. Over to you. Oh yeah.
Now, a couple of talking points, boys, that I had in there, of course. 2 teams gone. Waz and Roosters have been eliminated. 6 teams left. It's going to heat up the final series.
Yeah. Who stands out for you out of the 6? If the Roosters put a score on the Sharks, I would have said the Roosters have still got a chance.
Yeah,
But the fact
so-
that they did that shit and they were out, I don't know who to pick. Yeah.
It's a big question.
Yeah.
I had this question heaps today. A lot of
Yeah.
people said to me, now that your team's out, who are you backing in the
Yeah.
finals? I would love to see the Raiders and the Sharks. They're my picks. I would love to see.
Something different.
But the footy fan in me says that it's going to be Penrith Melbourne.
Yeah.
That's
It's hard to look
that's
past
what
that,
the
yeah.
footy fan in me says. They're both on opposite lines. I can just see it happening again. Although I think Melbourne will win it. I think if it's Penrith Melbourne, I think Melbourne get it done. I think Jerome Hughes will come back for the grand final.
Yeah.
But I would love to see either the Sharks or the Raiders in there. Raiders haven't won a comp since 1994, which will be massive for them.
Not the Bronx. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. I just think they're too hot and cold.
Yeah.
Like again, Reece Walsh is rocks and diamonds. If he goes into a grand final and he's absolute spud,
Yeah,
they lose that game
Yeah.
quite convincingly. So I just can't trust them. I can't trust them. Yes, they had a fantastic win against the Raiders, and they've got a week off. And Madge is a fantastic coach, and he's shown what he can do this year. The last time he coached, obviously the Tigers was a bit different. Didn't really have the caliber of player, but before that at South Sydney, got them to a grand final. They won their first grand final in 40 years, and now he's one game away from a grand final already with his new team.
His new team.
And we saw what he did for New
Won
South
for the
Wales
Blues
as well.
last year.
So,
Yeah. Yep.
he's a fantastic coach, Madge, and I think what he's been doing has been incredible. But I don't have Bronx. My tip to win it is Raiders. I'd love Raiders to get it done. And I would also like to see your Sharks. At the start of the year, I actually said Sharks would be in the grand final.
Yeah, right.
That was my prediction beginning of the season. So,
Perfect.
yeah, interesting.
see.
Interesting one. But it's definitely about to heat up. I think the final series is going to be really, really good. We didn't have many talking points, did we? Was there any others I had in there?
Ref blunders. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Raiders
we
versus
spoke a
Broncos
bit
game.
about that. The refereeing.
Yeah.
It's been pretty atrocious
Cashley
this
Klein.
week. Yeah.
Ashley Klein.
I don't understand, boys. I don't know why he is still rated the top ref in the comp.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, we've seen so many blunders from him, and someone like Adam G can't get a fucking run.
I think it's time for Klein to pass on the torch.
How old is Klein?
Too fucking old.
You reckon?
I've had enough of him.
He doesn't look that old. I don't reckon he's that old. I reckon
It
he's,
feels like he's been around forever.
have a quick Google. I reckon he's in his 40s. I don't reckon he's that old.
Is that old for a ref?
I don't think it is. Well, Bill Harrigan was 50 odd when he retired? 55, 56?
He went to Gladiators after that, didn't
All right,
he?
let's have a guessing game. Let's have a quick guessing game. All right, Joey, what you guess?
47.
Ben?
46.
I'm going to say like 40. Yeah, like
Ding, ding. Well, there is a winner. Congratulations, sir.
46?
He's 46.
Wow, okay.
Believe it or not, he looks like he's fucking 60.
I don't know. He doesn't have any hair. So,
if I'm half as fit at 46, I'm fucking
but
cheering.
it's hard to tell when people are bald.
Just quietly, I'm on fire here, boys.
Are you? We'll see if he's invited back. No. But yeah, look, I just don't know how he's a top ref. For me, I just think they need to give like Adam G a go. I think Adam G for me, is probably a really good ref. I didn't mind Todd Smith during our game. I thought he kept the whistle in his pocket a lot of that second half.
Yeah.
Roosters Sharks, and I really like that.
Yeah.
I think in a finals game, it's good to see the flow.
Yeah.
It's nice to let it just run and
It
run
has
its
to,
course.
yeah.
And
Pulling up the little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Multiple 6 agains like
I
that.
thought he was
yeah.
really good,
Yeah.
actually. And like, I haven't been a big fan of him
Yeah.
often, but I
I
thought,
saw that, when he was there, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's going to be a shit game.
Yeah.
And then, no, he did, like, to his credit, though, he did let it flow fairly
especially
well
the second
for a
half.
while.
I thought
Yeah.
he blew a lot in the first, but I thought
Yeah.
the second half he had obviously had a tap on the shoulder.
There were a bunch of not clearing the rucks quick enough that
Yeah.
were 6 agains, and I'm like,
We
the
should
guy's
get
not even
royalties
getting
for
ready
that.
to stand up. Like,
Whenever
how the
they
fuck
say
is it a
ruck, we
penalty?
should get royalties. We should.
Yeah.
My face should like pop up on the screen or something, like $10 per ruck. But
And all the TVs turn off. they see your
hey,
face. And
that
the
doesn't
TVs
bother me. I still get the money. Hey,
I miss Henry Perenara.
yeah, he was a good ref.
Hey, that's a good one, yeah.
Perenara,
Former Eel.
Tony Archer,
Oh, man.
Tony
Tony
Archer,
Archer.
Sean Hampstead. He hated Newcastle. He was basically.
Oh, he's gonna be my best mate. Fuck the Knights.
This rumour.
we had to get it in there. But look, that's it for talking points.
Benny's got one.
Oh, you got one for us, Benny?
I do.
Yeah, hit us.
Knights to sign Justin Holbrook.
Oh yes, of course. I actually threw
What
that in
a
our group chat
fucking
earlier.
waste of a signing. What a waste of a career for Dylan Brown.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he won't throw
I
it
don't think he really cares.
What,
He's
what,
getting-
what a waste of a career for Holbrook going on Knights. Like, there's no one saying
Can we
that
play a
fucking-
game of higher lower? 2 seasons for Holbrook.
higher.
No, I reckon he'll get. I reckon he'll be given. All right, you rebuild the club. Like this
Yeah.
is where we are. We're not expecting anything out of you. That's what they need to do anyway. They need to say, all right, we're not expecting shit this year. Like, yeah, we've got Marquis Dylan Brown. Ponga's looking like he's going to be moving on at some stage,
27.
if not this year, or definitely in the next year. Like you need to build a team around Dylan Brown. Okay, like that's not great. But
I'd be
that's what
opposite.
he's got
I
there.
think you need to build a
He
team around
needs-
Fletcher Sharp,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Though, like it's through the young guys like them, Fletcher Sharp, Fletcher Hunt, Fletcher
Dylan
Fletch.
Lucas.
Yeah, it's those boys. They need to build a team around.
I reckon
as a-
Holbrook's got 4 or 5 years max.
As a person who has watched Dylan Brown for a very, very long time, including in the juniors, he is not the player that you build a club around.
And he's not a
He's a
halfback.
complementary player. He's
not
not,
a
a player
halfback.
that you build around.
Like he's going there to play 7, and he's not a halfback. He's a 5'8".
The problem that we have here as well is with the Bears coming in and with Parramatta having a huge war chest of money to spend, what can the Knights realistically afford to bring in to turn that club around?
The problem
Because
with
it's not internal. There's nothing
Yeah.
internal right now that's going to turn that club around.
the problem
He
with
was
Newcastle,
13, is it 13 million for the deal for Brown?
yeah, 10
13
years, 13 mil,
yeah.
so 1.3 a
1.3
season.
It's the highest
I
paid player.
mean, you don't care. You don't care if they're coming last.
I think.
You don't care if they're
Yeah.
coming last. Honestly, if you're getting 13 mil over 10 years, you're just going to stay there. He does not care one bit because that's good money.
That's money.
The
Good
problem I
credit to
have
him though is if you wouldn't, like you have such a limited amount of time in rugby league to make
absolutely.
bank.
For sure.
Fucking good
It's
on
like
you.
it's like
It's exactly
Luai
what
going
I'd
to the
do too.
Tigers this year, like last year. Sorry, like he'd won 4 comps. He's done everything in the game. Why not go and try and see what you can do with a team that hasn't made the 8 for how long?
So I think after I said it the last time I was on here.
Last week.
Yeah, that one. I reckon Dill Brown
hello.
is heavily regretting his decision leaving to the Knights after
don't know.
after the pumping that Para gave him. Like
That was a statement game though,
he-
wasn't it?
he's
The
like-
Knights had already checked out. That was
Yeah.
a statement
like
game from
Brown
Parramatta
is just like,
Yeah.
this is really the team that I'm going to next year.
There
Like,
was a lot of talk around the June 30 deadline where they were trying to send him to Newcastle early that he was trying to find a way out of the deal.
yeah.
I
don't fucking blame him.
I mean,
kicking and screaming. You can't get me there for $13 million.
in other news, water's wet. Look, I think he
too.
had a great deal. I think he had a great deal of regret almost immediately with that deal.
yeah.
The big problem that I see
fucking
there,
Chewbacca over in the corner over there. Fucking
Yeah, sorry. If you heard that loud moaning on the pod, that was
Sydney Swans fan.
No, look, the big problem I have there with the Knights coming up now is what 40-50% of their salary cap is taken up by 2 players.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you
Too
build
hard to build
a
a club
franchise for the future when
Yep.
you are essentially forced to go through your junior system, which at the moment, if you look in the lower grades, is not performing.
No, and the Newcastle area, like I know the Newcastle area quite well. I grew up around that
Passionate area.
You know, Central Coast. I grew up. I worked in Newcastle for a long time. the area loves their rugby league,
footy heads.
and
Yeah,
and they're
absolutely.
absolute footy heads. But as Ben said, the junior system there is not good.
It's just a shame that the Knights play there.
But you look at players, right? Like Jonah Pezzett.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
He could have been
someone like that.
He
yeah.
could have been the Joey Johns of Newcastle.
Yeah.
But he went, nah, fuck that. I'm going to Melbourne. Like,
Melbourne, yeah.
like
It seems like the good ones tend to find a way out, and I think it's a big it's a big thing in Newcastle where you either grow up to be a footy player or a minor.
Yeah.
I think those who
or a minor that grows up to be a footy player.
or either way or both, like that's your options in Newcastle, and it seems like some people just don't want to live.
We can be like Joey and be like an
two-route
1800s
life.
child snatcher or something like that.
Whoa. Huh? No, that is a cancel.
Joking.
Cancel us.
All right, that's been the Ruck Infringement, guys. Thanks for having us.
It's been a great 4 years.
It's Ryan that does it. It's not Luke.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, usually it's Luke snatching, but it wasn't this week.
Oh shit. Well, look, he's not even defending himself.
Love you, Lukey.
Yeah,
I'm just
sorry,
mate.
Sorry, you were so good.
Yeah, no, look, it seems like that's your two choices there
for sure.
in Newcastle, and we do see a lot of the time that those boys who do make it as footy players do tend to leave because of that sort of mantra in Newcastle.
Yeah.
The pressure there seems to be a lot higher than it is elsewhere because of the real fishbowl environment that is Newcastle. You can't walk down the street. You can't scratch your ass about somebody having something to say about it in that town. And that's not a bad thing. We want passionate fans. We want...
Man, I was born in Newcastle.
My dad was born in Newcastle.
There you go.
He's a dickhead too.
Bro, you just said it on the pod. Reese, you have to cut that part. Yeah. Oh, man. That hour's gone.
God damn.
20 minutes ago.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, so
Moving on.
Look, the main question, I actually think Holbrook might do okay at Newey. I don't actually mind Holbrook as a coach. I know he was at the Titans before that. He's been the Roosters assistant for a little bit now, so has learned a bit of a different craft under Trent Robinson. See how he goes. I mean, as we said, the Newcastle culture is not great. Whether they can transform and turn it around remains to be seen. That's it for Talking Points. Right, our legends, before we get back to sledging refs and over-analysing bunker calls, a quick word from our mates at LMTLS Finance, the only brokerage where your loan gets approved faster than at a car in open space.
Tradies, footy heads, weekend warriors. If you're dreaming of that new ute, upgrading the family wagon, or finally getting that jet ski that's been sitting in your someday folder, stop dreaming.
LMTLS Finance makes it happen. No bull, no paperwork piles, just fast approvals from our over 50 lenders that don't leave you on the bench waiting.
They speak your language too. No fancy finance jargon, just straight talk and solid results. And if your credit history's got more bumps than a state of origin decider, no worries. They'll still back you.
Think of them as the Cam Smith of finance, calm under pressure, sharp as a tack, and always making the right play.
So if you want cash flow quicker than a 7-tackle set, hit up LMTLS Finance, tell them the Rock Infringement Boys sent you, and they might even shout you a sausage roll. No promises, but worth a crack.
Check them out now on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. LMTLS Finance. Get approved, not penalised. We're going to hand it over to Dongle for Dongle's Dystopia.
Welcome to Dongle's Dystopia. It's the ultimate NRL question of what if. There is no right answer. There is no wrong answer. Or is there?
2015. Maximum effort this week again, boys.
Oh, beautiful. 2025.
2020. What are we at? No. Where did I write? Fuck, where did I write it? There it is. Okay, cool. We're back. All right, 2021.
Do you want the notepad?
I should have wrote it down.
2021.
And it's a good thing Harry's here because he'll have much input on this. 2021 State of Origin series. We saw an injury to our man, or Harry's man, Nathan Cleary. Got a shoulder injury. It's pretty grim there at some stage, wasn't it? Came back and obviously turned it on, and the Panthers went on and done what Panthers do.
Shame.
That was great. They beat South Sydney. It was one of my favourite grand finals.
Yeah. That was very good. Mike, my what if is, what if he retired from that injury Okay. Couple of scenarios could have played out here. Like if it was career ending, would Luai stay at the Panthers? Like who would replace Cleary? What does New South Wales do moving forward? Would you see as many players leaving the Panthers with Cleary moving, like due to the salary cap space that he obviously takes up? Do they sign another marquee? Like there's a whole bunch of shit to dissect here around one
First
player.
off, Luai's name is now Duai Luai because that's what Luke called him last week, and now it's just stuck in my head. So it's Duai Luai. Luai was actually the man coming through. So before all the accolades went to Cleary, coming through the grades, everyone was talking about how good Luai was.
Yeah.
Luai was going to be the halfback for Penrith Panthers. I think if...
Had Burton left by then?
21.
No, he left in 22.
No.
He played
think,
the 22 grand final and then
I think in 21, I think if Cleary had have retired from that knee injury, I could have seen Luai moving to 7 and being the main man at Penrith.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if their dominance would have been the same because obviously they're completely different players.
Yeah.
You know, Luai is probably a lot more free-flowing. Nathan's a lot more structured.
Yeah.
But look, I could see them still doing pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I would have said that if Luai goes to 7, obviously he would have been way too young, but you could have Nathan's younger brother. You could have Jet going.
Would have been about 14.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if he was older,
yeah,
he would have been too young to play in the NRL.
Yeah. What if he was 18?
Oh,
then yeah,
that's all you boys are, isn't it? Yeah.
To be honest, I actually think Jet would probably be my wild card in that scenario too. I think you probably run with Burton and
If he was older.
Luai
Yeah, Burton Lira for a while.
for a couple of years there, and then you set Jet up, knowing that he's probably going to be the next in line.
But imagine if they didn't have to lose like Critter, Kickow, Burton, like Coruscant, to some extent, Taruva. Like a lot of these players, like if we didn't have to lose like all these players, if they all stayed at Panthers, would they still have that massive impact without Cleary? Like obviously he's like one player and he takes them and take up all of that salary space, but I don't know, man. Like, would they still be as dominant without him? Do you think with those players staying there, or is he just that good?
I think we've proved that we have been able to win games in dominant fashion without him. Whereas if we do have to have our whole club defined by him.
Back then, I don't know, though. Back then, I'm not so sure. I think back in 2021, could you have won it without Cleary? I don't know.
I reckon
back then, Edwards wasn't at his best in 2021.
I still think we still win that grand final. I still think Critter scores the game-winning try.
You win that grand final.
I'm pretty sure. Was it that year or was it against you guys where Edwards was playing with a broken foot the entire final series?
I don't know.
I think it was 20. I'm pretty sure it was 21.
I can't remember what happened yesterday.
He played the grand final throughout that whole final series with a broken foot and made it to the grand final.
That was our year, so that would have been 21.
Yeah, he played that entire year. Well, that final series with a broken.
So it wasn't.
Well, he won the game with the Broncos one, didn't he? Yeah, when they versed Brisbane in the grand final, that was all Cleary. Like that set him up there at the end and won the game. Like,
can we just set up
player?
A host of guests that just come on and talk about what happened the year that they versed Penrith in the grand final?
It won't be many.
It's getting that way.
It won't be many. It would be the last 4 and then 2003 and then 1991. That'll be it.
Then the next 7.
Nah. He doesn't need a bigger head, bro. He doesn't need a bigger head, all right?
I like him. We didn't have him on.
You're meant to be his arch enemy. You're a para fan, bro.
His forearms aren't big enough to fit like all the tattoos and he's all the way around.
Yeah, exactly.
4
Harry swims soon. He's got tattoos everywhere. Teddy swims.
Fuck off.
Grand final.
Oh, that's who's on the cast tonight.
Yeah. Harry swims.
Harry fucking.
Huh?
No.
Harry fucking drowned.
It's a great one, bro. Very, very good one. Very good one.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, appreciate that.
Great. All right.
Well, we didn't even answer the other part of the question. What did New South Wales do?
Well, I know everyone started talking about something else. So
His man.
I'll go for it, assuming as it's pretty obvious what they do there. Mitchell Moses. Next question.
Or at the time, could it have been Hines?
No.
2021.
Was Moses dominating in 2021 though?
Yes. We made the grand final in 22 off the back of Moses.
Yeah,
and
22.
he's fucking 6 meter forward pass against the Cowboys. Well, we'll go. Look, you wanted to give me shit about forward passes. I'm bringing it back.
I didn't win 5 premierships off forward passes, thank you.
We didn't win all 5, maybe 4 of them. But
to be fair, they've actually only won 4. They've been in 5. So it wasn't 5 anyway.
Shame.
Shame. Yeah, look, I think Moses is definitely the incumbent there.
Yeah. Cool.
Mate, beautiful as always.
Thank you,
We
mate.
love it. Well, now it's time to hear from our newest sponsor, Dream Flooring.
Dream Flooring? That sounds amazing. What exactly do they do?
Seriously, bro, it's in the name. They do flooring, the type you could only dream of. For 20 years, Mick and Sam have been supplying Penrith with the most quality flooring designs. With a wide variety of colours and materials, Dream Flooring have all your flooring needs covered.
But where do I find them?
You can check them out on social media at Dream Flooring Australia or visit them in store on Bat Street, Jamison Town.
Whoa, that sounds incredible.
Dream Flooring Australia. Make your dream a reality. We're going to quickly jump into our team of the year. Now, it's been a long time coming. It's been a big season, 27 rounds. We're just going to give our 1 to 13s team of the year. Maybe we can give a coach if you want to think of one on the spot. But if you don't have that, that's fine. We're going to give our 1 to 13s. Harry, do you want to start us off with your team of the year for round 27? This is going to be rogue as.
This is very rogue because I did it just before we started recording.
No. You don't tell the viewers that.
No, but I had it in my head. I just wrote it down just to make sure I didn't forget it.
Sure, you don't want the notepad.
I have it, and I have my phone there too. Okay.
What phone?
Yeah,
This
what
is the
phone?
magic of editing, people.
Exactly. You can't see anything behind here. Okay, so in fullback, I think it's blatantly obvious who it's going to be. It's going to be James Tedesco. He was the informed fullback.
Mate, you hate Newcastle. You didn't have Bonga.
He was. It pains me to say he was the most informed fullback this year.
Yeah.
Moving on again, going to another fucking
Say his name.
Going to another fucking Roosters player. Mark Nawakanita as Rothy would.
Marky Mark.
Hear it from
Mark
me.
Nawakanita.
Pantomime.
Nawakanita Waze on one wing. In the centres, I have gone Critter and Farnworth.
Oh, yes.
On the other wing, I've gone Xavier Coates.
Almost forgot about Farnworth because you've been injured for a bit.
Yeah.
Now, my 6 and 7, I've gone Ethan Strange at 6.
Yep.
And Isaiah Katoa at 7.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Love it.
My 8 is Terrell May. My 9 is Brayley, the better one.
Yeah, not Jaden.
Not Jaden.
Phoenix Crossland.
10, I'm going to get through this quickly. 10, Haas. 11 and 12, I've gone Katoa and Huddy Young. And then at lock, I've gone Yo.
Oh, he's taking my team. Right,
And for coach, I'm going to go Cleary.
Over Ricky.
Over what?
Wow.
Over the
All
sticky
right,
band.
It's your team.
Yeah, because fuck Ricky.
Yeah, it's your team. It's your team.
Really
Dongle.
bold of you to pick,
What was your-
Cleary over Justin Holbrook.
You absolute pig.
The way that you said that, so you just deadpan me in the eyes like, how dare you?
He's going to be coach of the year in about 20 years' time, all right?
When they
Just
win
you
that
wait.
premiership, yeah,
Just you wait.
One day.
When he's coaching like the Darwin Crocodiles or something. It'll be the latest team. Dongle 1 to 13, team of the year, mate.
So I didn't write it down. I was going to win this one.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I sort of was thinking about it as we were driving over. I had a few standout fullbacks.
You don't have to pick one, mate.
Tedesco is obviously one, yeah. I did think Pappenhausen was big this year. I've been pretty big on Paps this year.
What about Weeks?
Weeks as well is another big one.
Huh?
But I have to go Tedesco, as much as it pains me to say. While she is he would have been there, he's just too patchy this year.
Yeah.
Like his forward passes just pissed me off. So put a line through him. Tedesco it is. Alrighty. Wingers. I'm not going to say Nawanganita Waze just because of Saturday night. I'm going to go Ronaldo Militalo just because of Saturday night.
way for this year.
Okay. I hate the Roosters as much as you do.
That's a G.
I'm going Nawanganita Waze.
That was like
Chill
Harry
the
giving
fuck
Alex
out.
Johnson his third place for Harry M's.
Oh,
this season.
fuck off.
Going Nawanganita
Wasn't even in the
Waze.
top 5 for try scorers.
They're not the-
Shut your mouth.
They're not the
The
Joey
beautiful
M's, they're the
part
Harry M's.
about this is that he's got another wing spot open to also snub Marky Marky.
Yeah, I know. I can do it twice. My other wing is also Marky Mo. No, my other spot. I am going to go a Newcastle player.
Tupo.
I'm going to go Mr. Fletcher. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I like
Fletch.
it.
I do like
Which
the
one?
mullet. The one that's not injured.
Sharp or Hunt?
The one that's not injured. Hunt.
Hunt?
Yeah, Fletcher Hunt on the wing. He's a winger.
He
He's a winger.
just got knocked the fuck out against the Parrot.
Fletcher
against
Sharp
Parrot.
was the one that was there most of the season who was good.
Was he the one that was playing 5'8"?
Fletcher Sharp, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm
no,
not surprised
Hunt.
that you've
Mullet,
gotten
yeah.
confused with these two guys because they all
They
look
do
the
look
same when they're sitting behind the goal
They
line.
both
waiting
have
to
the
kick.
same name
Yeah, that's it.
and a mullet.
And a
They
mullet.
look exactly
They're
the
the same person.
Sharpie's
It's
mullet's
Joey
better though.
Johns, yeah. Joey Matty, yeah.
Yeah, Joey and Harry.
Centers, I got Herbie Farnworth and Tony Staggs.
Yep.
I had the same halves pairing as Harry. I had Ethan Strange and Isaiah Katoa. That they were great. Front rowers. Who are we going to have here in the front row? I did like Big Papa Lee from the Raiders. I think he's had a great year, and same with Joe Tarpanay.
Yeah,
I'm going to put Tarpanay in there just because he's a big boy. Brayley from the Sharks. I think he's been the hooker of the year, if not Harry Grant. But I think, I'm going to get Brayley as my hooker. The other prop. Who are we going to give it to? Let's go to Fahu White. I've been a fan of his this year. I think he's been great, yeah. Even though he finished the year in lock, I think he's been just damaging, and a real underrated player for the Roosters.
For sure.
Don't worry, Luke. I'll shout out a Tigers player for you. It's fine.
Alex Seyfarth. Second rower of the year.
Second rower of the year, Alex Seyfarth. Is that how you say his name? No.
Duahi.
Ellie Katoa and Jacob Preston are my second rowers. And my look forward, still pretty undecided on this one, yeah.
All of this just to not say Oregon Kafusi.
Who? Who's he play for? No.
Sharks. Former cousin Antonio Kafusi.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Former Cowboys front row.
One of the Kafusi brothers. Yeah.
Felice Kafusi.
Felice. Oh, yeah. He's not
Patrick?
He's not bloody off.
Felice Navidad.
I don't know. Come back to me on that one. Coach, I'm going to get Christian Wolf. I thought he was pretty good. Yeah, everyone expected him to do shit after the Christian. Whoa, yeah. Everyone expected him to do kind of shit after Wayne Bennett left. I think it was awesome. Yeah,
he's done really well. Absolutely. All right, Ben, take us through it, mate. 1 to 13.
This is why I brought the notepad.
Love it.
Instead of 1 to 13, it's 1 to 26 because it's got 2 of every position.
I do have 2 in every position. I felt like having an honourable mention for each one.
I like it.
I sat down today and tried to do this, and I came up with too many names, so I just went A-team, B-team.
Yeah.
At fullback, I've got Tedesco and Weeks.
Smart man.
I've got an honourable mention there for Iyongi. I thought he had a brilliant rookie season for Para. If he doesn't get injured, he's probably rookie of the year.
Here you go, Rob Toya.
Toya played Origin after 10 games.
Rob Toya.
But anyway.
Number
Agree to
2,
disagree?
I've got Marky Mark and Josh Adokar.
You're a smart man. You are. You really are.
Number 3, I've got Herbie Farmworth and Tony Staggs.
I like it.
At 4, I've got Nick Meaney and Casey McLean.
Ooh.
I thought Casey's really,
He had a
really
very
big
good
this
year.
year.
Yeah, very good.
The start of the year was questionable. But
If Nick Meaney doesn't play as good as he does, he probably does take out that spot for me.
Yep.
At 5, I've got Xavier Coates and RTS.
Yep.
Honourable mention there for Carraz as well. In fact, I probably have Carraz ahead of RTS.
Yeah.
Either way, both
RTS has been good. Like, he's been really underrated this year. He's flown under the radar a lot, I think. He's been very good.
Yeah, I think his experience has been what's propelled the Warriors forward.
Absolutely.
But anyway, at 6, I've got Ethan Strange and Matt Burton.
Yep.
7 is the interesting one there because it wasn't going to be Cleary. I think his form's been patchy at best across the season.
It's fair enough.
Pretty much every other team hasn't had a standout 7 except for the teams outside the finals. So I went with Dearden and Moses.
You just got Parramatta Wonder, don't you? Who's your basketball?
Hopgood.
So you've picked a player who was out injured for half the season.
Like I said, 7 was a hard position
Yeah,
to fill.
yeah.
I think
he was definitely great probably the last 6 weeks that he played.
I think if he doesn't get injured, he's probably the best player in the comp.
Not Jackson Hastings?
Not Kobe Hetherington?
No, Tyson
Welcome to the
Gamble,
Rucking
boys.
Freshman. Let's find out how we can shit on Newcastle today.
Not Jack Cogger?
New segment. New segment idea.
And they've got Sandon Smith next year, I think.
Not Bradman Best?
I still think that's so interesting that you let him go.
We didn't. We actually offered him a deal at the start of the year, $650,000. He turned it down.
They're letting him go to get that fucking giraffe neck.
No.
Allegedly.
Again, we offered him a deal at the start of the year, $650,000. He turned it down, and then we made the play for DC.
There you go.
Still getting a giraffe neck.
Heard it
either
here
way.
first. He's a Central Coast boy. He wants to be close to home. Newcastle.
What are you blaming? On the beach.
At 8, I've got Payne Haas and James Fisher-Harris.
Oh, yeah,
Couldn't
nice.
split them.
Yep.
So really take it one way or the other. At 9, I struggled real bad with 9 because it would have been Harry Grant had he not been injured all season. Or
And
for
a
majority
massive
of it.
cat.
But I did go with Brayley and Egan. I thought
He's good.
Someone's not better.
I do like Wade Egan. That's a good one. He's
Yeah,
been
that
great
is
this
good.
year.
I
Yeah.
do like Wade Egan.
JMK is also not a bad shout too.
Yeah, I thought he was good at the Dolphins. Yeah, for sure.
I had at 10, I had Tarpanay and Rudolph.
Yep.
Again, that was another position I really struggled
Mm.
to fill.
Front row has been good this year. It's been very competitive.
I found a lot of teams were trying out new front rowers this year, so it was hard to really pick out a name that wasn't,
Yeah.
pretty much obsolete.
Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haas,
I mean,
and
I do have Haas at 8, so.
Daylight. And
Every other front row.
At 11, I've got Eli Katoa and Hudson Young.
Yeah.
Again, couldn't split those two.
Oh,
you can
no.
have that either way.
Yeah, 100%.
At 12, I had Liam Martin and Jacob Preston.
Yep.
And 13, I struggled to fill Paddy Carrigan and Big Red. But I do
Oh, good shout.
What about
Big
Red?
Reds.
Oh, thought of mine.
Love Corey Horsburgh.
I do hate Canberra, so just as
Big
the
Oz.
option, I've got Yo.
Yo.
Love it.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, because he's a Queenslander too, Big Red is.
Yeah.
He's
had a
on
very good
13.
year, considering he wasn't talking to Ricky 12 months ago. So
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
He's done really well. Boys, 1 to 13, going to be quick fire here.
There we go.
Teddy number 1 to Mark Nwangani Tawaze.
Toya, Smith,
You want me to continue? Or?
Walker.
He's done my team, so I might as well that's it's done. Nah, my centres this year, Herbie Farnworth and Germat Shibasaki. I
Germat.
think he's done really well this year to play Origin.
Yeah.
The form he's
70K a
been
year,
in.
yeah.
Yep. I actually think he's done great. So he's been
Rock-
he's been
rocks
my
up the
centre
training
this year.
drunk,
And I
but
just
yeah.
want to say, Germat.
Beautiful facial hair.
My 5'8" has to be Ethan Strange. Halfback is Isaiah Katoa. He's been electric for the Dolphins, and the form that he's shown. He beat Melbourne and Penrith in consecutive weeks earlier in the season. He was fantastic. Front rowers, Payne Haas, Terrell May. My hooker is actually a little bit different. Going a bit left field here, but I'm actually going Tom Starling. I think he's been really, really
great
good
shout.
for the
Good on the
Raiders.
weekend too, yeah.
He's been great. And I think a lot of people had Owen Paddy starting by about round 10. Starling's kept him out. He's kept him out of that starting spot. I think he's been really, really good for the Raiders.
I did consider Starling in mine
yeah.
too.
They're
was
minor
waiting here.
premiers for a reason, boys.
I was waiting to hear Connor Watson.
Yeah, nah. I mean, look,
Sexy
Connor's been
pirate.
good,
pirate.
but I just I wouldn't have had him at 9 this year. I see Watson as more of a 13. I think he'll play there next year when we have Robson come over. Name my front rowers. Second row, you can't go past Eli Katoa and Jacob Preston for me. I think Huddy Young was slightly off compared to last year.
I think he started well this year.
Yeah,
Like, he was a try scorer machine, and then
Yeah,
he sort
and
of
then he just died with his tries.
yeah,
I thought
still good,
Jacob
but
Preston had a really, really good
Yeah.
season.
And plus, Huddy Young had too much fun with inflatable bats.
I think Preston was one injury away from playing Origin. I think if there had been an injury in the back line. Also, honourable mention, Dylan Lucas from the Knights. As much as the Knights were shit, he was fantastic for them this
I think
year.
that suspension cost Preston Origin.
Yeah, true.
He was suspended before game
True.
one.
He was,
I thi-
yeah, he was
I think he
suspended,
would have got
yeah,
picked
yeah.
on the bench.
He was suspended and then brought into the camp.
Yeah.
Is there a quota on this show for mentioning the Knights?
No, we
Fuck
just
the
keep
Knights.
doing it.
Are they,
It's
are they
only
like a
paid.
series sponsor or something?
We have one Knights fan in the whole pod. So.
Yeah.
Who listens, and that's it. Blakey, shout out to Blakey.
Love you, Blakey.
Anyway, my lock forward this year would be. Oh, I have to go with Big Red now. That's a great shout. I really like that.
Big Red.
I was leaning towards Paddy Carrigan, but Big Red. I'm going Big Red.
Yep.
Coach of the year has to be Sticky. You don't win minor premiership with a team that no one had in the top 8.
No one.
So many people had the Raiders in their bottom 4 this year. A lot of people had them for the spoon.
I had
So-
them last.
Yeah,
Yep,
so I'm going
same.
Ricky
Yep.
Stewart for Coach of the Year this year.
Yeah,
That
good
is
on him,
it
yeah.
for our teams of the year. We'll get those up on our social media as well, which is fantastic.
Well, mate, I've got to ask, how are you keeping yourself looking so fresh these days?
Mate, it's because of these awesome safety glasses from Stay Fancy Eyewear. Not only do they protect me from the harsh rays of the sun, but they also make me look damn good too.
Well, mate, where can I get myself a pair of those?
Visit their website at stayfancy.com.au or visit their social media pages. And if you follow the Ruck Infringement podcast, you can use the code RUCK10% for 10% off today.
I'm heading there right now. You'll see a new me next week.
Stay Fancy Eyewear, keeping you safe and looking good while doing it.
We're going to jump over Joey's Jumble. We're going to save it for the next couple of weeks when it is going to be neck and neck. And we're going to jump into some viewer questions. We've got 3 questions. Dongle, do you want to take us through them?
Yeah, sure, mate. First question. We'll ask it from the big man himself, the Saint. Now that the Roosters are gone, Joey, whose bandwagon are you jumping on?
I think I said it before. I think either Sharks or Raiders for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. All right.
Yeah.
Anyone? Who you on? Benny?
Just for the sake of the shop, the Bulldogs.
Nice.
When the Bulldogs are winning, the shop's pumping. So
Yeah, that's it. Get on down.
couldn't give a stuff.
Yalla. we also
Buy
don't
some
want to
fucking
see
merch.
any
Yeah.
fires in the city. I mean, they might even if they win too.
No, look,
Celebration.
I've probably got Melbourne or Penrith.
Yeah.
Logically.
Yeah, fair. Good call.
Who you going, Ryan?
I'm going to go Panthers. Who have you got?
I want to go Shark. No, I'm kidding. I got Panthers.
Very good.
Nice.
Alrighty. Next question from Adrian Mesner.
Yep.
Why do the Roosters suck?
So shout out to Adrian. He's one half of the Bump Out podcast that we've had on as our mid show.
Good man.
Shout out to Adrian, mad Bulldogs fan as well. So fuck you, Adrian. Why do the Roosters suck? Because we were terrible against the Sharks and we're just a shit team. So that's why.
I think the correct answer here is that the books are now more public than they were before.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Freedom of Information Act allows us to know this.
Debuting 14 players in a season. Oh, we're over the cap. Oh.
The
How's that over
the
the cap?
sombreros
I
come
shouldn't have
out.
asked.
It's fine.
Damn it, Adrian. Next question.
14 players in a season. You think we're over the cap? Jesus.
The sombrero.
Continue.
Yeah, all good. Is the last question from Jules? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
All right. And last question is: how do you think Para will go next year under Jason, and what position will they finish on?
15th. I'm kidding.
I-
I'm kidding.
I've got Para finishing in the top 8. I've got Para scraping the 7th position next year. I think they're going to get really well under Riles. I love Riles as a coach. I think what he's done already this season, we've seen the impact. If the comp had been 4 weeks longer, they were in the 8 for sure. They were absolutely in the 8. They won their last 3 games and convincingly as well.
They won them well. Beat some good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had we have made the 8, do we lay as big an egg as you guys laid?
No.
I don't think so. No. I think their whole season just depends on the fitness of Mitch Moses. And that's all it boiled down to. Yeah.
And unfortunately, they do need to fix that.
Yeah.
Because if you are so reliant on one player, you saw what the rest of the season provided. So I think they need to try and fix that.
They blooded a few young good players though,
Yeah,
like
they
Riley
did,
Smith and
Bearing in mind
Hawkins
that
and
Iongi, Riley Smith.
Yeah.
The team's young as shit.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
is
team.
Roosters team.
It's a team that can be together for another 10 to 15 years.
It is promising, They do have a good future there.
Oh, for sure.
They need to keep that core group of players though, don't they? Yeah.
Do you know what? I think Addo Carr's had his best season
Yeah. Yeah.
in a jersey since Melbourne. Like he,
I think he's had the best season of his whole career.
At the Dogs, didn't do a whole lot.
No,
I thought
when he went to Para and like the whole phone charger thing,
I thought
this
this could derail him a bit. He's
Yeah.
getting older. But, he finished the season with 19 tries. He was 3rd top try scorer of the season. So
and no one could touch him. Like he
No.
got away, and you're like, is
still
this
got
guy
so
not
much
age or
speed.
something? Like,
Yeah.
Like,
And
I don't know.
had our inside centre known how to pass a fucking ball, he'd probably have 25 tries.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to 2026. What do you reckon, Harry?
In all honesty, I think it's going to be a very similar situation to the Tigers where they've struggled the last few years.
Yeah.
They're going to, they've already started to bleed in new players. I don't think they crack the 8 next year. I think they go 9th or 10th.
Yeah.
And then the following year, that's when they crack the 8.
Bold prediction. Tigers and Eagles finish in the 8 next year.
Yes.
Who drops out?
Sharks and
The Red Blight and Bluesters.
Nah, mate. Roosters will be top 4 next year.
I've got Para. I'm going to be bold. Fuck it. I've got Para in the 4.
Para to win the comp.
There we go.
I don't have us to win the comp. I've got us in the 4.
What
I
about,
think,
is it
To be fair
30,
though, if they
37
play
years
like
out at the moment?
they ended the season this year, like
Yeah.
that's probably not a bad thing. Yeah, like
Yeah.
well, that's probably not too far off. Yeah, like if they start and play next year like they finished this year,
2032 they'll win it.
I love that we finish this season outside of the finals because it doesn't give us that media pressure next season.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of teams in and around the 8 right now that I can't see heavily improving next year.
no, like Manly or the Dolphins or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, pretty much. Well, Dolphins not so much. I think Dolphins are probably in with a shout of going one step further next year as
Manly
well.
are going to lose Cherry Evans, who played over 300 games for the club. You
Is
know.
Trbojevic going as well, Tommy? Is he going?
I've heard
to
he's
England? Is
looking
that
to go to
links?
England.
Yeah,
Super League.
Yeah.
Look, I think the big thing to point out here is that
I think
a lot of these
Lehigh
clubs,
as well,
like Cronulla as well, like you guys, that there's not really much money to spend and there's not much to spend it on. Whereas Para seem to have found a sort of fountain of youth at the moment with their juniors that are coming through. They all seem to be spectacular players, and they all seem to be sort of learning at the same pace as each other.
I probably wouldn't agree with the Roosters there because we debuted a lot of players this year from our juniors and they've been all spectacular.
Yeah, but in terms of signing players, I don't think there's much that you can
Got Reece
really
Robson
look
coming
outside
over.
of the club for.
Yeah.
I mean,
Reece Robson, DCE.
in
Pretty
terms
good spine.
in terms of what Para are doing, like we picked
Yeah.
up Jack DeBellin, who I think is going to be a phenomenal signing.
I think he'll be off the bench.
good,
Even so, I still think he'll be phenomenal. There is rumours there that we're looking at Colin Matangi as well.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I don't know.
He'll stay at Souths.
There was a rumour of a big name second rower that was signing with Para. Whoever
Brian
that is.
Madison. He's staying.
Sean Lane.
No, he's retired now.
No, but look, I can see us improving a lot more than the teams around us. I think the Dolphins and Tigers have that opportunity as well. I think the Roosters have that opportunity as well. Not through signing players, but through blooding youth.
Well, I think players like Nafahu White, like imagine how good he's going to be with another year under his belt next year, and like Hugo Savala, who apart from this game on the weekend has had a fantastic season, and learning under DCE, he's going to get even better. So I think yeah, I mean, we're talking about Paris. So we'll keep it with Paris.
I think the point to make here is even with the shocking start to the season, which you expect from a bunch of players who have rarely played an NRL game, and even with the injury to Moses, we still went close to the 8.
100%.
So what's to say that everybody stays healthy, everybody stays fit, everybody does what they're doing right now, we can't make the 4?
Dare to believe.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Dare to dream.
If it all turns out, a couple of big name signings in the front row, like that's all it's going to take. Yeah,
that's not me being a homer either. I genuinely
Live,
believe
laugh, life.
What?
Huh?
I'm just saying quotes.
What the fuck?
No, I love it. Love it. Very good question from Julie there. They were our only 3. Don't forget you can get your questions in when the viewer questions post does drop on our social media. But that's all we have time for on episode 126. This has been Eliminated. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and X, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course YouTube as well. Head over, give us a like, a follow, subscribe, leave a comment, and give us a rating too. Until next time, that's Harry. That's Ryan. That's Ben. I'm Joey. Be good.
Red light.
If your name is Reach Walsh, headbutt your opponent, but you're allowed to play on. Any other player's mistaken, your season is gone. The Doggies, the Raiders, they'll fight once more. One final shot, one chance to score. Let's start with the Newcastle Knights. Then it was the Titans, Dragons, Filthy Rabbits. The Tigers, no spoon this year, but you're Cowboys, a shocker season. The Eels, sorry Julie, Ben and Troy, but you're the Seagulls derailed by one man. The Dolphins improved, but the Roosters and the Warriors. Is your team still alive? Can they fight through the pain? Or will this weekend be the end of your campaign? Sit down, relax, and hear what's inside episode 126, your finals guide. Eliminator, the verdict is clear. Only the toughest will last this year. Banter, tips, and the bets we make. It's the Rock Infringement Podcast. No mistake. That was the Rock Infringement Podcast. Episode 126. You have